Hello and welcome back to the Bump Out Podcast. My name is Hayden Short and I'm joined by my best mate, Adrian Messner. How was your weekend, Mez? Or how was your Thursday to Sunday? Because Thursday would have been okay.
Thursday was decent. Friday, even better.
Yep.
Saturday, not good. But then it sort of come back up on the Sunday, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Into a down again at the end of Sunday.
Quite. That was lower than a doggies loss. But
wow. That was lower than a doggies loss?
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get
there.
There's extenuating circumstances, which I'm sure I'll touch on as we get on.
Is shit a swear word? Because I just ruined it straight away.
Yeah, look.
We're trying to do a minimal swearing episode just to see how it goes.
And I was $1.01 to drop the first swear word.
Yeah, and I said shit.
Yeah, that's not a swear word in my books.
A swear word?
For me, not a swear word.
Bit of store high in transit? I don't know.
No F-bombs.
No.
That's our big one.
Yeah.
That's our big one. But
that's usually for emphasis. We don't just chuck it out willy-nilly.
I have an F-bomb for you. I'm fired up.
I'm fired up too.
I'm fired up.
I've got an E-bomb for you. Emotional.
Emotion?
I'm just emotionally invested today in just things.
I've gone through the stages of anger, grief. Like, you know how you go through the stages of grief?
Yeah, well, I think I'm on the side of Seibold. I know, and it's going to be a really interesting discussion because not many are with him. Not many are with him, if any. Not many, if any. How many did you know roll like this?
That is Scribe dreaming. Is it? No, not even dreaming. It's the other one.
Not many.
Not many. Literally in the words.
Yeah.
Look, however we are, we're not as bad as Seibold.
No.
So, Hayden, how are you?
I'm good.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
Look good.
Thank you, mate. I'm
Look
tired,
good, feel good.
but I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm always ready for this.
Tired.
That's all that matters.
Tired, hungry. That's basically my two states.
Hungry, thirsty.
Hungry, thirsty.
We may also do a 3-day fast at Magic Round. Is this going to keep us accountable?
That's been tinkered with, and we also tossed up the idea of liquids only.
And the tinker that's how small it is, where the opportunity for it to be is this big, and that's the chance.
Imagine how cut we'd be walking down Caxton after we just had our prees.
Well,
and we're only
talking about walking down Caxton, we'll get to that in a sec.
Oh yeah.
Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube and leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
No less.
And thank you and hello to all of the new viewers, listeners, subscribers. Last week we reached, I think, 1,020 views on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, salute to you. Thank you very much. And another salute to our sponsor and good friends at the Corner Post. Visit the best sporting goods store located in Westfield, Liverpool for all your NRL merch.
Australia.
They can come. You can come from overseas.
Yep.
Straight to Liver.
And soon enough, you may even be able to get stuff from the Corner Post.
Yeah.
Maybe online.
Also, exactly right.
Possibly. Whispers at this point.
Yeah.
Not confirmed or
I think
denied.
it's coming.
Look, we're waiting.
We're
waiting.
I'm eagerly waiting.
As a consumer, I'm waiting.
Big time. Our YouTube comment section, Mez. One of your faves.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Dodds comments again. Yes, I am a Raiders fan.
Yep.
Got that right. Hutto for left edge, New South Wales.
Yep.
Never too early for Origin chat. He needs to start, though. If you want this version of him that he plays like at Canberra, let him do his thing in an 80-minute role, not a 20 to 30 minutes off the bench where he doesn't get the ball.
Yep.
Thoughts?
I
New
agree.
South Wales fan?
I agree. I think I mentioned that last week.
Probably 55?
Look, just because we're so flush with edges, I think you're going to need to balance some minutes, whether it'll be an 80-minute role. I just can't see that happening for Hutto.
Yep.
Could he do it? Absolutely. In Origin, quicker play the ball.
Yeah. That's why I like him coming on the field, though. That's why I like him.
But he doesn't have the impact.
Maybe not that late.
Doesn't have that impact.
Yeah, but doesn't that come from halves dominating, which they haven't done before, and the forwards rolling?
Yeah.
With Queensland's forward, with Payne Haas there and now AFB and Mitch Barnett, surely it's the best for Hutto Young.
Yes, but Hutto's, when he's chasing the game, I feel like that's the best Hutto.
The best Hutto? I thought you might say the most frantic and
not frantic.
Silly flick passes and across a lot of lateral movement.
I think he's creating a lot this year. I think that's a little bit different than the last couple of years. Normally he's scoring the tries. I feel like he's setting up a lot this year.
Okay.
Weirdly.
He starts strong too.
Yeah.
He's a strong start. He's a strong starter, so that's probably
to cap it off.
What we like.
I'd be happy with him starting, yes.
Over Angus Crichton?
Yep.
Done. Next one. Too much my cuz. He said, can't wait till Magic Round. Coming over. So he's from New Zealand. NZ fam. We'll make sure you fellas walk with us from the Caxton. Well, too much my cuz. I'm assuming your name's Cuz.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously. You're going to get pumped because last week you got pumped. You're going to get pumped by Broncos, but I will walk down with you and the Wires fans down Caxton.
Yeah.
To your demise, to your defeat.
Specifically, we walk from the top of Caxton too.
Yeah.
We We don't start from the
I
bottom.
think it was lefties.
What is it? Lefties?
Right, it was next to lefties. It was lefties was right there. We went with Emil. Shout out, Broncos fan. The right of that was everyone on that balcony.
The balcony.
And lefties was right next to it.
Yeah, I'd love that.
So we're going to be walking
keen
down with you, bro.
as-
We'll see you.
What are
If
we
you
s-
listen to this, please come down.
Yeah. What are we, 6 weeks away?
I think so. 6 weeks away. It's round. Yeah, exactly right.
Need to put my leave in.
6
Once I put my
weeks,
leave
6
in,
weeks.
we're done, bro. We're there.
Or whether you do or not.
Well, you
We're-
can approve it or
definitely
deny
there.
it. I'm
Yeah.
still going, so up to you.
No, joking. It's not booked yet until you approve it.
No, definitely
In
need
case they're
approval. But
listening.
yeah, no, definitely.
Lockie,
We'll be there.
don't turn it. No.
We will be there.
Yes, we're definitely going to be there.
Cannot wait
Thank
for
you for
that,
the comment. Bonnie Seymour, Brett Seymour's sister, I'm hearing.
Yep.
Or brother. Apologies, not sure female or male.
Yep.
Just thought I'd clear the air, boys. When you look at the Wires team list, you'll notice there's no number 19 on the team sheet. The Warriors retired that number out of respect for the Mad Butcher. Love that. And I didn't recognize that, so thank you for bringing that up.
It is. I think, did we...
We talked about that last week.
That's right.
That was at the end of last week when it first came in.
Because we were going saying the 18 and 19 jersey, but obviously...
Well, obviously, we'll say from now on the 18 and I think they go
18
20,
and 20?
or anything. I'm not
18
sure
and
if they
20.
go straight to 20, but we'll work it out for this week team list tomorrow. We'll look at it and then next week we'll bring it in.
Absolutely.
And then our final comment, there are a few others, but I thought the ones we can actually talk about. Blindside NRL, your vibe is money, fellas. Appreciate you. Love the take and love your setup. Thank you. We do too.
Thanks.
Watch your backs if I see you around Brisbane over Magic Round.
Yep.
Fantasy v SuperCoach in the streets. And First Blood is also what I'm seeing written down there.
First blood.
No. Headshots
First blood.
only, First Blood.
Okay. Well,
I hope I get a bleeding nose prior to him hitting me because
look,
then
let's
it's done.
let's get the facts out there. This was firstly between Longy and Hayden. So this for me is an open invitation to fucking take you out, bro. So I don't mean to talk myself up, but I've got 12 years league experience, and if you don't see me coming, I'm gonna hit you like a train. I'm gonna hit you like a train. But in saying that, I'm also open to a gentleman's agreement.
Oh, yeah. And it just hit Hayden or something. Or
Yeah.
just take out Longy
Just
altogether.
take out Hayden headshots only or something.
Headshots
I'm
only,
sure
epilepsy only.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
funny.
you. The vibe, your vibe is money. Thank you. And
like
also
that.
the setup costs money. So great segue. If anyone's looking to sponsor a podcast, we need money
Or to grow. We definitely
to
need
grow.
money.
If you invest,
Yep.
we will
Well, there's
be
a big
able to
return.
We'll be able to reciprocate in vibes,
Oh, you know, a lot of
Especially-
things. Maybe
we can-
appearances as well.
appearances,
Appearance fees.
advertisement.
Yeah, big time. A lot of marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you can claim that. You can claim,
Claim
that.
that. Shout out to the ATO for auditing me. Thank you.
Do you want to keep that in?
Yeah, let's keep it in. It's fine.
Also, good swear word before, but it was with emotion.
Emotion.
That
Emotion.
doesn't
That's-
count.
That's all.
Take it out.
Okay.
Pat, edit that out.
Just beep it.
Round 4, Mez. Thank you for all the comments too. Please comment every week. We love
Yeah.
bringing them up. If you do have a specific discussion point, that's what we'll delve deeper.
Yeah.
But with these ones, we just have a lot of positive people, and that's what I love.
Yeah, I just want to. I think it's nice to mention them.
Mm.
It's a community, mate.
It is.
It's a community.
Round 4, Mez, kicked off with the Sydney Roosters defeating the Manly Sea Eagles, coachless, 33-16. Well, not yet. Anthony Seibold, the Manly Sea Eagles coach, was sacked the night after losing to the Roosters. Adrian, help me understand Manly fans. Do you want to lose games for the rest of the season with an interim coach? Or would you rather lose with Seibold at coach? Because what changes apart from desire, intent to play for your coach? Sure. Like all the other things. Do you think it's purely on vibe base as Kieran Foran, who's been appointed now as interim, comes in 200 or so days after retiring or to lift the boys? What changed? The last thing I'll say is what changed from last year to the first 4 games that you didn't know with his coaching performances prior to this year? Like, were they giving him a chance and he's failed and gone 0-4? Why not get rid of him last year?
Yep. Look, I think this may be the shortest turnaround for the start of the year for someone to get sacked.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever been in round 4 and a coach is sacked already. So the fact that they've had to have taken these drastic measures,
Yep.
for me, this is like
Was it a long time coming for you?
it's a long time coming. I think they would have sat down at the end of the review last year and went, at round 4, we are making a decision. You need to win games. If you do not, because even in the press conference after this game, he was there saying, what do you want me to do?
I think that's the nail in the coffin for him. I think he fired himself from that. You can't come out, whether you think that or not. You can think that the whole season.
Yep.
Like Kevin Walters would have been thinking that. 2023, he could come out and say, what were we supposed to do in the grand final? Cleary just came back and beat us. He didn't. Even Shane Flanagan could be fired as well for we're not going to win the comp this year. You want to be mentally there. Your players see that. I think mentally and emotionally, your players will feel what you're bringing out. The vibe we're setting. The vibe you set for your club.
It's very drastic. Very drastic. But again, do you think that, like, I suppose that response just wasn't up to scratch. And I don't know whether his head is completely in the game or if he's got some things going on.
Yeah.
But that's a coach at, like, his wit's end, man. Like,
yeah.
And I think at this point, it was probably no good for him as well to continue.
You're probably right.
Honestly, what did we want you to do? Make some changes to the team.
Yeah.
That's
so
putting it.
So the changes we can go with, the obvious ones, is Liafi? Is that what it is?
Liafi.
Liafi? That's the first time I've heard it said correctly. I feel like that's correctly. Liafi and Andrew Reese, Joey Walsh. Why did that make sense? Andrew Johns, Reese Walsh, Joey Walsh. He's a mixture of both.
Okay.
I know it doesn't make any sense, but my brain went there.
Sure.
And I think I heard someone say it the other day.
Okay, very nice.
Joey Walsh, they're the main two things. Are they going to change your year?
Mm-hmm.
So what? He chucks them in early. You're still losing the game. Now they're down on confidence. Flashback to a Thomas Dearden at the Broncos. Patrick Carrigan, Payne Haas, coming in one of their first years, Spoon. How'd that work? How long did it take them to turn around?
But is that character building?
I'd rather them not be built character by getting a spoon.
Yeah.
I'd rather them weed them in. But I think he should have come out and be more forward thinking on when and what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because he's a stats man. He's the man who comes out and he's not a man manager. He's not a Bennett. So why not come out and say, this is what we're looking at. I'm giving him to this. I'm giving even Brooks, specifically Brooks. I'm giving them until this date and give him a timeline. At least be transparent with the fans.
But
because it's just backfired fully.
He would be the only coach in the NRL to do so. I don't think anyone else would come out and particularly put their players into the limelight. And I just don't think that would be a right thing for them to do.
So
I don't know. I think that
what else should have he done then to stay
the choice of words needed to be better. I think if he come out and said, look, there are some key positions in this team that I don't think are performing.
They're under threat.
These people are under threat. There are people pushing for their spots. And I have told everyone that, not every jersey is safe.
Yeah.
Have we ever heard that? I don't think we have from Seibold himself. I just feel sorry for him. I think a little bit.
I do as well. I think we've come out and pushed it. We've come out and pushed what we want and what we think should happen.
Yeah.
I think it's been forced with Takiyaho was out for 1 or 2 weeks.
They're decimated in the middle.
Paseka's just come back.
Bullimore's just gone down with a suspected Achilles or ankle or something.
I hope it's a few weeks.
That's what I
hope
mean.
It's not long term. Kobe Hetherington's come in. I don't think I like him at front row like that.
Really?
I don't know what they've done to him, but they put on a bit more weight on him, and I just don't think he suits that role. I love the impact for the Broncos.
Yeah.
Although this is the issue. They don't have the big man there to stand up.
It's him or no one, bro.
That's exactly what the issue was. And I think you lose the positives when you're trying to plug it with a short-term solution.
Yeah. Look,
I think you're spot on with the words. What he said wasn't thought out enough, and it looked like a defeatist attitude.
Yeah, and which is weird because like you say, he's a stats man. Like, he should have stats to back up to why he's making the decisions that he does.
Well, that's why I think he said, I don't know what to do because the stats tell me what I'm doing is right.
Yeah.
Therefore, I don't know any other option.
But you also look at their team on paper. You're like, bro, they're probably the best outside backs in the comp.
People are calling for Saab's head as well. Saab has this in him. But for the first try, does anyone else apart from him and Xavier Savage get that runaway and then sum it up with Tommy Turbo inside?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
That pace, positioning, timing, maybe Alex Johnson as well. I want to get him there just because. Not the speed, just the positioning.
Okay.
But getting first play of the game, you score a try.
Yeah, I know.
It's exactly what they've got. And they lost the first game against Canberra, a premiership threat. I'm holding up the bunny ears. Premiership threat by 1 point. They came back. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like you're not playing for your coach yet. I just think it's a little bit unfair. And you know my stance on this. I don't like it at all that it's this early in the season. I've never liked it. Although if he's showing no changes, I understand it.
Even for me, like, it needs to be round 10. Come on, like
There's
4 games.
27 rounds.
Hayden, flashback to Penrith Panthers last year.
Yeah.
They were 6-1 after 7 games. Do you think they're sitting there with Ivan Cleary like, you don't win this week, you're gone? Even though, again,
Different circumstances.
very
the
hard to
team.
compare.
Yeah. But
Like,
well, that's the silly thing about Broncos too. We were 0-2, and then you come in and go, the most under pressure coach is Seibold, Flanagan, and Madge.
yeah.
It just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's media driven and it's ridiculous.
See, I think Flanagan, like you look at that, you look at the Dragons, and you're like, they're not really star-studded.
No.
So you can half give them a pass.
Yeah.
But then you look at Manly, you look at the Broncos, and you're like, they're star-studded all over the park. Like they have international and rep level in the forwards, in the spine, and in the backs.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Again,
is. We'll get back to it, I think. We'll fly around back to it. But I wanted to bring up last week, great point from you. You know we love a stat, but the Roosters, they had their power rating, got over the Penrith hangover.
Yeah.
They
must
came
have,
back.
Hydration is key. They must have had some Migarang or something late at night.
The
Been
double.
been
Take
able
out
to-
all the water, please.
Yeah.
Exhaust all the water and then get the toppings in. Fling them around.
They must have
Touch of
had
chili.
their Barocca in the morning.
They must have. They must have had something.
Migarang into that, and then maybe a Macca's
And
breakfast.
if you're a fan of Migarang, let us know which one, because I'm pretty sure there's a natural, then there's a barbecue, and there's also a chili. My wife loves the chili. Not huge fan of
Natural
that.
for me.
I just don't like, same as me. I just don't like the chili that's in there.
I think I add my own chili in the
I
sauce.
could go with Tabasco as well, even maybe. Just something a little bit different.
Like a little sriracha.
We're on here.
Okay.
Shout out.
Okay.
Shout out Barocca. Sometimes you need to grind your way back into form, kick to corners, defend well, force errors, and that's what they did. Although they still weren't that crash hot.
Roosters.
That's the issue. That's the thing for me.
What did the Roosters do, though? They just set their foundation, bro. 50 out of 52 sets completed, and they did not concede one penalty.
Yep. I've got 100% completion rate at halftime, 23 out of 23. From a 67% completion rate and 16 errors versus Penrith the week before.
Yeah.
To 100% and 36 out of 36 completed sets for the first 57 minutes. You're not going to beat anyone, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe Penrith get you. That's probably the only team that'll go set for set with you, and you'll probably be 6-0 up, and then they'll beat you with polish the last 23 minutes.
Yeah. And put
No
40 on
one
you.
beats this Roosters team. Did you see the conditions?
Yeah.
At Manly?
Shocking.
Pre-game, did you see the set? So that my mate, Chris, shout out to Chris, he probably doesn't listen, but he does all the sets for a lot of, especially the sound stuff at NRL games.
Yeah.
He put the cover all over that drum set and everything, flew straight off, and he goes, "Why me?" And he filmed it. There was a thunderstorm,
Yep.
power outage, and nearly flooding.
Did you see
And
they
they still completed at 100% completion rate.
Hayden, they even had brooms in the middle of the park.
I feel
Pushing the water.
I feel like they were pushing the water off a certain point in the middle.
Yeah, there must be a drainage
There
spot.
must have been a spot there, because you're not going to sweep that the whole way, are
Has
you?
to
The
be.
whole
No
from one
way.
side
You're not
to the
going to
other
go
side.
from freaking 80 meters across the thing. No way.
You wouldn't.
No way.
Grass lovers.
Yeah. Look, they also did this. They were down to 15 men, Roosters.
Yeah,
So they lost Egan Butcher early, which injected
nearly straight away.
Connor Watson straight into the game.
Loved it.
Again, that was...
I'm not sure what Robbo's doing.
I think that's your answer.
Can they go what he start?
That's
Can
your
what
answer.
he probably starts
The
now.
way they played,
Yeah.
he added so much. And I thought, like, obviously their forward pack is their strong point. They needed someone to go with Naf White. Lindsay Collins, he had a bloody game.
Yeah.
And then he stepped up.
The funny thing is as well, Watson adds so much. I feel like he controls the forwards, like
Yeah.
a Cameron Smith. He controls the forwards, and then you've got the halves. You just stay at the back going, what do we need? And Teddy's just there like, all right, let's go. So Teddy's in charge of the backs and the halves.
Yeah.
And then you've got Watson in charge of all the forwards.
It might also be like, he's got Reece Robson there, right? So now both of them hooker experience.
Yep.
If they're bouncing off each other and they have their nice calls in between each other, and I really like Connor Watson's ability to get his halves at second receiver. Like, obviously.
Best bit, a little bit wider.
Yeah.
Taking that pressure off them, because you're not going to, if they come up and in, you take the contact. But next time, dummy and go. Kick in behind,
perfect.
kick over the top. Absolutely, I haven't ever seen 36 out of 36 completed sets. I don't think ever.
It's a lot
I
of
reckon
sets
that'd be
too.
the most completed sets ever for the longest amount of time in the wet
Yep.
in NRL history. There's no way you hold the ball 36 sets in a row.
But 52
in the rain,
sets with the ball is a lot of possession as well.
that's a lot.
That's
We were talking the other week. I think Broncos had 22 sets and completed like 9 or something. 36.
in one half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
36 completed. It's incredible, and it's a good foundation, like you said, for the Roosters going forward.
Yeah.
And I think they've got the blueprint. And it wasn't that good.
I don't know.
Yeah, you go.
Sorry. I don't know whether it was like a planned game plan to target the ruck a lot. But I think once they lost Egan Butcher and Connor went on, they went, we're just going to flip to it.
Yeah.
Even their outside backs and their middles both targeting in behind the markers.
It's too good.
In the wet, bro, when you hold the ball, you in field position and you're just honing in on those A's and B's.
Yeah.
You're going to get down the park, you're going to compress, and then you're going to cash in on your edges, which is what they did.
Well, 13 errors for Manly to 3 for the Roosters. And one of those was a Siwa Wong spin to regather and flick up to a backline play, which probably would have scored as well. So that's unfortunate. But the individual brilliance was the difference in the first half for Manly. Glimpses of the 2021 Manly, I think. Shifting the ball early, line breaks and backline plays. Obviously only off Turbo and Kohler. Main attacking weapons.
Surprise, surprise.
I think the backs did really well considering the rainy weather. Pre-game, there was a power outage, as we said. Saab. So I love Jason Saab, but he drops a clear line break opportunity, then gets binned. Do you think that shot is a bit harsh?
Look, he's 6'5", 6'6", coming down. Like he's going to have to drop his target.
Really low.
He's going to have to drop his target so low. Who did he hit high? Do you remember?
Left side?
Left side.
Was it left center?
Yeah, well, who went off? Would have been...
Toya?
No, it would have been the other one. Billy Smith. No, Billy Smith was already off. Savala. He hit Savala.
It was Savala. It was because he came on for... I don't even know. They had Smith. And they had Savala and Watson on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. And they still held the ball. So impressive. A lot of dominant players too.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think it's a sin bin, isn't it? But how do we get away from that incidental contact? Or are we happy to stay black and white and just sin bin?
How can you get away from it? You can't.
But how do we give a lesser sentence during the game?
You can't, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. Again, that comes down to player welfare, bro. If you're getting smacked in the head like that over and over.
Was that head though?
Yeah. Direct contact to the head.
Was it direct though? I feel like it was a touch.
Every sin bin that you cop is direct contact to the head with the shoulder. So if it bounces off the ball, it's indirect. They might just give a penalty on report. But if it's direct, there's no other option, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You just have to do it.
Another thing on Manly, I think Lehigh isn't playing anywhere close to as good as he can be. I think he really needs to lift.
Look, I think Lehigh, like you said, the outside backs, I thought they did their job. I think he had some of the best carries I've seen out of the yardage.
Yeah.
But again, can you blame him when he's just not getting the ball? Like
he's trying to do a lot with it. He's just trying to be safe when he gets it.
When they need points, they go to Kohler. Right? That's pretty simple.
Shift.
It's pretty simple. And it works. It probably works 6 out of 10 times at the moment. He is so in form, and you're going to hear everyone talk about him playing Origin and stuff. Like, we've been down this road, bro.
Yeah.
We're just going to repeat ourselves.
These are my feelings. They don't have a high quality 9, and frankly, they just look a bit flat.
Yeah.
The positives, Leafai and Joey Walsh. Brooks is out for me next week.
Yep.
I don't think Robinson has his rotation right either. Well done, past Hayden. I agree with myself. I like writing those extra things so when we do chat, I can come back to the thought I had.
Yeah.
And I think both teams, they're both still under pressure. I know now it's just going to be in 4 and it's just going to be get the boys up. But I don't know what's a pass mark for foreign. Are you taking like spiritual leader? Like Cherry Evans comes in and was a halves partner with foreign. Now he would have played against foreign as the coach. I don't see this changing. I can see Manly doing worse. I get you want to do it for Kieran. He's a great... Yeah, they could not be competing. They're still competed in this. It's not a high standard.
But do you think
it's not a high standard.
Do you think that resembled an effort for the coach? Look at the Cowboys.
For the coach.
Look at the Cowboys, bro.
For the coach was where you got me.
For the coach.
An effort for the coach? No, I don't.
We know that our coach is going to get sacked if we don't get up. They versed fucking, like, no offense to Roosters, who haven't impressed me at all.
Yeah.
Then...
At all.
And then, At all. And then you get the Cowboys who, they played at home.
Yeah.
But they just beat a premiership favourite in the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah. We'll leave that Leave it. I like it. We'll get there. We're going to move on because I don't want to talk too much more about Seibold and Foran. I think they'll do okay. Are they going to do better now?
Yep.
With Foran as coach? My opinion's no. Thoughts? Quick sum up. Quick summary.
Quick sum up. Yes. If they're not going to win any games if they can't get their fundamentals right anyway. Right.
Yeah, right.
Regardless of who's the
Minimal
coach.
errors, holding the ball.
Regardless of who's the coach.
Yeah.
So
Well, that comes on the halves too.
Jamal
Game
Fogarty
management,
has
yeah.
been below par.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade a
From
spade.
taking a minor premiership team.
Doesn't have the forward pack he's been playing off though. So again, you need to get middles back, consolidate. You need to find a gem in that forward pack, a genuine leader.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you have one. And Olakau'atu's just not doing it for me at the moment.
Yeah. I also think, I just want to add before we move on, that I think Fogarty's stocks have risen as Raiders are getting a little bit dominated the last couple games through the ruck.
Okay.
So I think that does show the stocks, or it wasn't just the forward pack for Fogarty. They just worked really well together.
But he needs to get back to what he does good.
Yeah.
Kicking, field position. That's your job.
Yep.
That's exactly your job.
Like it. Second game of the week, West Tigers defeated the New Zealand Warriors 32-14. 21 years since the Tigers won in New Zealand.
And it'll be another 21 to the next.
How did the Tigers go into halftime break in the lead? Wires looked like they'd win by 60 points after 20 minutes. Left side of the Tigers looked fragile. All three tries leaked down that side.
Yeah.
So it's another positive. I feel the momentum swung when Pompey went to the bin. Not that the Tigers scored any points, but it gave an opportunity to reset. They just competed on everything and swung the momentum as Tigers do. They just played Tigers footy. And we can give a few negative. Let's go. Which one do you want to start with? Because I've got a few positives for the Tigers, but do you want to really analyse New Zealand?
You want to rock back?
First, what do you feel?
I think we rock back and forth.
Okay, cool. Rock it.
I just like to start with, doing everything in order, right? So let's say first 20 minutes. Very much improved start for the Warriors, right? I felt like in comparison to last week, they got into their flow nice and easy. And I was like, here we go. They've parked themselves in the Tigers half. Their variation on their right edge is on. They're just going to kick on with this.
Yep.
I went out to dinner. I watched the first 20 minutes. I drove 15 minutes to dinner, had a quick chat, and then halftime it basically was, and I checked the score. And I couldn't believe that it was 14-10. So I left as the Pompey bin happened.
Yep.
And I was, how the hell did that happen? So realistically, I just felt like they dropped their concentration in that last 7 minutes and they just got rolled into halftime. So what they did, they allowed the Tigers to play Tigers footy. You know what I mean? So in that first 25, 30 minutes, let's say, I felt like they attacked with their defense. Their line speed was so quick. You keep an eye on the interchanges by any chance?
Fainu? Royce Hunt?
Couple of big middles for the Tigers. Aaron Clark goes off.
Yeah.
Fisher Harris generally gets a spell around that time. So maybe it was this week. Maybe the bench forwards didn't come on and continue that job as much as they wanted to.
Yep.
Look, and then they very much started the second half like the first half, the Warriors. Come out hot again. I don't know. Their clock offs in their defensive system, they just weren't good enough for me.
There were 14 errors and a 77% completion rate for both sides.
Okay.
You're never going to beat the Tigers if you're playing like this. If you're competing in a game like they play.
Yeah.
They want to throw the ball around. Doesn't matter the conditions. Doesn't matter where they are. And they're high intensity. They're not the most skillful side.
Yeah.
They're very skillful, but they're not the most skillful side. But they're high intensity and they're in your face, exactly like you said.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of their positives coming from Coach Benji. But I do think New Zealand had a very, very off game. And I am still not sure what's disrupted this flow. Metcalf coming in, a 6 coming in, should not stunt like variation in attack. It shouldn't matter. He's a 6. He plug and plays, even if he just runs every set. But the forwards, I feel like they gave no respect. They didn't respect, the team didn't respect the Tigers, and neither did I. Neither did we.
No.
We said Warriors 13 plus without thinking. How do I know that? The edit.
But that
The
just,
edit in the tips video.
but it also just shows like how can you dominate a half for realistically 33 minutes.
Yeah.
And in 7 minutes, you lose the lead from a 2-try advantage. Like, to me, you just can't clock off like that, especially against the Tigers.
At home. At home.
And then you look at the opposite side, like the Tigers, they actually showed some desperation in defense which is, again, that's an attitude thing. That's a Benji thing. That's, like you said, you know how he's come out and he said, if you don't like it, there's the door.
Yeah.
That's a very much like a halftime, like, guys, I know we can score points, but if you don't come out and show that desperation, show that you want to work hard for your mate next to you, you're also going to be gone. Like, don't think that you can come in here after playing good for 7 minutes and expect me to give you a rap. It's not good enough. Let's get out there. Let's improve. And they did. I really liked how controlled their halves were. I think, weirdly, when you have Dewey and Luai, Dewey seems to be the controlled one. But then with Madden in there, Madden just took the reins and Dewey was allowed to be the flashy one.
It's a positive for both.
So good,
I'm
bro.
feeling like the way the momentum swings in the game at the moment,
Yeah.
that the players like the Sean O'Sullivans, the Jock Maddens, the Billy Walters will really excel because they stick to the basics.
Yeah.
They do the simple stuff.
Well,
And that's why I assumed Luke Brooks would do well.
Well, like we said, field position and possession has been basically the biggest factor in winning games this year. Like, there's a bit of, what would you say is the word to say that there's like a bit of merit to it? I suppose there's a bit of merit to that. There was another word, but I couldn't think of it. I went a bit blank. But, oh, man. Madden.
I think Jareem Buller has looked really good this season.
Really?
There are a few fullbacks that I think have been under the radar. I think Buller's been one of the best. It's only 3 games. 3 game sample size.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to tell. But he's doing everything he does well, really well. And he's not going to be the best stepper in the game. He's a support player. He's very hammer.
Yeah.
But I think at the moment he's playing better than hammer.
But you know what? What allows Buller to do that is their forward pack. I think you've got Terrell May who knows his role. He starts with like Twally. Alex Twal.
Twal, what a game.
70 minutes, 15 runs, 132 metres, 48 tackles, 1 missed, 2 offloads, and a line break assist. Best out of them all, 0 errors.
1 missed.
1 missed,
on,
he'll be
Twally.
pissed.
Yeah.
He'll be pissed.
That's his 1 miss for the season. He's exhausted the miss.
That's it.
That's it.
Done
It's
now.
done. Zilch. No more. No more chances, Twally.
When I was writing the stats, I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, I could nearly write 0 missed tackles just before I even look. But I went, oh, no, I'll just have a quick look. I was like, oh,
What?
there's one.
I want to know what it was.
There's one.
It better be when they were scoring. Like he just fell off or something.
Maybe.
I don't want to see it in the middle of the pitch.
Or it was in his 70th minute playing
Yeah.
when he's tired.
So true.
Oh, man. What else? What else you got?
Dewey.
Dwayne.
Testing out the hamstring, 2 line breaks, looking comfortable.
Yeah.
You can't believe it. From last week to this week, I would love to know. NRL Physio, reach out, good friend of the podcast. Reach out and let us know how you can have this much pain and look like you are gone for 10 to 12 weeks and run the next week, 2 line breaks completely free.
Looking at
Maybe
him,
like a cramp?
bro, looking at him last week, I looked at it and went, he's torn that hamstring off the bone.
Like off.
Off the
And
bone.
right under the arse too.
That's the hardest one to come
That'd
back
be the
from.
worst.
Quite NRL physio.
Is
But
it?
he is just, whenever he's in that Tigers team, I feel like, you remember back when we were watching Tiger Town? Well, that would have been like 3 years ago, 4 years ago now. That whole thing was based on Dewey. And I loved how he just revved everyone up.
Yeah.
He just demanded standards. It's just a guy that you need, bro.
Yeah. It's the positive. It's
It
the
is.
positive. Without Luai, this is exactly how they're going to go.
Yeah.
But can you replicate it again against a team who's going to play well?
Do you know what the
Because
hard
the
thing
Warriors
is?
fell off.
I sit here and I want to tell the Tigers they've done well. But then I think further. They versed the Cowboys who are shocking. They got the Warriors on probably like
the worst day.
Their
They
worst
won't play like
performance
this
of the
again.
year.
They should not play like this again.
Again, probably and they didn't even play what would have been 30 minutes. They played well. The other 50, their worst 50 minutes of all year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just hard for me to like. They're sitting 3rd, bro.
Tigers?
Tigers, maybe 4th. It might have changed since the
Really?
last time I saw it.
I'd say I don't put anything in that.
See what I mean?
They've had to buy.
They've had a bye.
Versus Melbourne. Well, now, not now.
Well,
Versus Melbourne now. You want them now. You
Whoa.
want Melbourne right now.
who do have Melbourne this week?
Who have Melbourne this week? Flash to Penrith. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If anything's going to flick Melbourne back into form or the other way,
Yeah.
it's this game.
I'd just like to say a goodbye to the 6 o'clock game as well on a Sunday night. Just throwing that out there. Good riddance. I'm so happy for you to be gone.
Yeah. 3rd game of the weekend, Brisbane Broncos defeated the Dolphins 26-12. 87% completion rate with a few bomb opportunities to be up early. Karapani in the corner. Brilliant tackle from Isako, who simultaneously goes out and puts the ball down at the same time. Watching it live, I thought he was out. I went, it's out. Same time. That one, definitely. Then Mariner, line break. Mariner line break and then takes the tackle. Allblix gets through, throws a silly pass where he should have just taken the tackle.
Ezra.
Ezra's right there.
Yeah.
Should have scored under the post. That's where it goes away. That's when I knew there were good signs, and we didn't concede right on halftime, which I was very, very happy with, finally. So our defensive coach resigns, and we have two of the best defensive efforts I've seen in the last few years. Fair enough, the attacking teams might not be the best that we went up against, as in they are very good.
Dolphins have a very good attack, bro.
They do. And it was Melbourne too.
Give yourself the flowers.
It was Melbourne. But our line defense, very, very happy with it.
Yeah.
The defensive resolve against the top point scorers of 2025, minus finals, was extremely impressive. Really good signs, especially when Mam ankle taps Averillo. He's in to score. Then takes 55 seconds. Then 55 seconds to go. Finiful Yaki, one-on-one with Reece Walsh, who takes him down half a metre from the line.
He's back.
And that's what I'm like, the boys are on.
He's back. He's back. That's when we know Reece is on. Like, I think you and I, both of our favorite versions of Reece Walsh is when he's having those defensive plays.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm like. That is all effort, bro. And that is like, he has taken it upon himself to say, I haven't been good enough and I need to improve. And he's contact. Like, he's getting that. He's always been able to get there, right? He's always had that speed. That shows his positioning is improving because he's getting there earlier and he's being able to, like, put his body on the line and everyone's scrambling around and helping him.
Well, we've seen Sua and Drinky on the weekend.
Your goal line
Their
defense,
contact.
your goal line defense and your scramble on your line and you were losing field position. That was the best. As I watched that game, I'm like, they'll win this. They'll get them in the end. They'll fall away.
Yeah, it gave me confidence. And what happened right after the one-on-one? He takes the tackle, straight pass from the Dolphins. Mariner picks it up, runs 45 to the man who's playing at his home, his house, Katoni Staggs, to score in the corner by himself. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah.
Ice is the game. That's what we're about.
Yeah.
That's what we were about last year. That's what we're about 2023. And I reckon if we keep playing like this, we'll go close to top 4.
They're a team that you cannot make mistakes against because they will cash in 99% of the time.
Jeez, I have a lot of notes. I've got to keep going because I have
Keep going.
I have too many notes. We're going to go all day.
Roll with it. Roll with it.
So this game is obviously exactly why you have a specialist back on the bench as well and why depth is so important, like we were talking about at the start of the year. Anderson goes off 10 to 12 weeks. Not good.
Ouch.
Yeah, legs tackle from Cobbo. He slips to make contact low. Shibasaki straight on, nothing changes. He just drills that line. Looks so good. Runs it all night. Gets a meat pie for his efforts late when a suckle and hammer. So they let the ball bounce. What you usually do, you don't let it bounce in this instance. It's, Adrian, think
We're
about
back.
it. So
Okay.
you let the ball, when the ball bounces,
It goes up.
yeah, you're trying to, you want it to bounce if it's kind of going to bounce dead or if it's going to bounce towards the attacking line and you can tackle them straight away. If it's going to bounce weird and start to this left and right bounce, that's when you get on the full.
Okay.
And the lack of communication there between Asako and Hammer, I think it let him down here because the taller man in Shibasaki come across and got him with height.
Because obviously when the ball goes up, they would have said, leave, bounce.
Yeah, because it may go
Let it
dead,
bounce.
but it bounced back.
But it went back.
You never know the bounce of the footy, Adrian. That's something you wouldn't know because you haven't played.
I wouldn't know.
But I've played for years.
Yeah.
And the bounce of the ball, you just got to get it on
You
early.
always
From under 10s,
always let a bomb bounce. That's what I've been
my
taught.
Cobra's coach used to tell me under 10s. Is that right?
Yep.
Under 10s?
Close enough. Yep. Close enough.
Never let the ball bounce.
Never let the ball
Lack of
bounce or always
communication.
let the ball bounce?
Never. But I went over him as experience came in.
Yeah, as captain, you said no. Like you are wearing the captain's own jersey. That makes sense.
That's why today.
Yeah,
Captain's own jersey. I'm feeling like
everything
captain.
makes sense now.
Katoni Staggs' first try, little dink in behind from Mam and Katoni scores. You happy with the try?
Yep.
That grab?
Yep.
The one hand?
Yep.
I think it's...
What's the rule?
It's props for having a big enough hand that makes it look like he held onto it the whole time.
What's the rule?
It's
downward pressure.
Control. Yeah. No, I think it's control.
Bro,
it has to be.
I thought we're back to downward pressure.
We are if it's on the floor. So the issue with the Crichton one that people are yelling from the other year as well is you got to control, and if there is any separation between the hand and the ball, visible separation, then it's no try.
I'm rolling.
There was no separation visibly. There may have been like a mil.
I was rolling with downward pressure, and I was happy. If you tell me he needs control, he doesn't have control.
I think he does. I think the sticky spray and the big hand helped for him to hold it.
So do you think if there was, let's say the ground was another meter further than, I don't know, like let's say that the ball was,
Yeah, further, and it was high. He was
Say
jumping from a
500
higher
mil,
height.
and he had to like somehow grab that ball and regather. You're saying that he would have been able to do that?
No,
Do you know what I mean?
no, he wouldn't have been able to do that. But he used the ground at the end, but there was control prior. So what they look for, I feel, is the separation between the hand and the ball at any point. And I feel like you can see. And I was staring at it, looking, and I thought he held onto it. I can see both ways, but I thought that should have been a try.
Okay.
I thought that should have been a try.
Did you have one eye open or two?
Both. I was staring at the
sure.
bunker.
Righto.
I just got to give props to Jordan Ricky as well. I've been harsh on him the first 2 weeks. His effort areas have been off the charts the past 2 games. Specifically kick chase, even defending the grubbers in behind. I don't remember a time when I've seen him actively getting into positions and using attentiveness to get there.
I think it might be a little bit of a shift in attack though.
Okay.
I think in the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
Because I think Madge would have gone, you know what, like we've got a big back row out there. What's his best assets? His kick chase. How and why aren't we getting him into positions where he can do that in attack? We see him do it in defense.
True.
So why can't we use that?
I've never really seen him do it in defense when you're kicking him behind and he's sweeping around to...
Well, your first
There was him and Mam.
Your first 2 tries off grubbers, like...
Yeah, it's smart. Usually it's a half dropping back to clean up, but he was there. Piacuda once again looked great. No headgear Piacuda into a headgear Ricky. It's the way forward. That's what it was.
Found the winning formula.
Adrian.
Found the winning formula.
The things you need to understand. Cursed
White
logo.
headgear too.
Cursed logo. See, the issue with Gerbo's headgear,
Yep.
it keeps coming off and it's black. And it looks a little bit like anal beads.
Recycled.
Recycled anal beads, which is great. We're all for
Environmentally
recycling here.
friendly.
We are.
Environmentally
Friendly.
friendly.
Greens.
Someone check my
We're quite
pulse?
green here.
Did you check my pulse?
We-
I just have a stroke.
A bit of I think aneurysm. Shout out to Tui Kamakamitha. Hope he's okay.
Yes, in all seriousness.
That wasn't funny. Benji Tolte flick pass for Walsh's try.
Gone. I've loved Benji Tolte for Salty Tolte for like 2 years now.
Salty Benji Tolte
Salty
right after
Tolte.
half time to score. That's all I've got. Anything you want to add? I've glazed everyone enough.
Yep.
Fine Fuiaki was a big standout for me for the Dolphins.
Yep.
Oh my, what a gun! We knew
Yeah.
he had this in him,
Yeah.
but I didn't think. I thought Lemuelu would be this type of player for them.
Been extremely consistent. That's the best thing that I like about him. Normally he has like one game like this in every 4. But for the last 4 weeks, it's essentially been week in, week out.
Yeah.
I just think your mistakes, you sort of gave Dolphins a sniff at the end, but I like that you were able to control
Yeah.
and like I suppose you stem the flow of momentum.
Well, they scored 12 points, highest point scorers of last year. And the try they scored at the end was because Ezra Mam, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he had sticky spray on, and that's why it threw back. For Averillo to get it and just run.
Look, that I wouldn't even count.
Okay.
Realistically. If I'm
So
looking
that
at
should
that
have been
as a defensive
26-8.
standpoint, let's say I'm Ben Teo, as in former Ben Teo, I'm the new defensive coach.
Yep.
I've been employed.
Yeah.
Going, boys, that's
You're
one
appointed.
try. It's one try.
Yeah. Because
And
it's
it was-
off our error.
And it was really good ball work to their right edge for a cycle.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. And then
they're going to get you.
Yeah, okay.
They're going to get you.
I like that.
They have good shape. There's going to be one time where your left edge, like, again, we saw them mostly, for the most part, defend as a unit.
Yep.
That's the best part.
I agree.
That's the best part. Dolphins. You want to talk about the Dolphins a little bit?
Not really, but you give us something.
Defensive spacing, awareness, not great. 2 tries off kicks. Again, good kicking. Like, don't get me wrong. But to me, that's fullback's job. You got to be there to clean it up, bro.
But there's so many threats throughout the field. I think you got stuck at the ruck,
There
especially
are-
for the first one.
Yeah, but that's what happens when
But then the second one, you're not going to stop that Adam Reynolds little kick in behind. It was so shallow.
it's very good.
It's very shallow.
It is very
Hey,
good.
that's shit kick central. We've seen two
Yeah.
shit kicks.
We have.
Bit of Oz tag.
It is a little bit.
What the shit kick is a grubber probably around 1 to 2 meters in front of the player.
Yeah, max
Maybe
3.
a little bit further.
Max 3.
Yeah, and that's called a shit kick in Oz tag.
Yeah.
Little grubber in behind.
Look, again, for the attack that we know that they can display, they didn't really create too much. They got lucky with that Averillo try.
Yeah.
But Fini Fuiaki, I think Asako is always a solid 8. I quite like his work. He's a great finisher. Now signed with the Melbourne Storm.
They lost Warbrick, who's gone to New Zealand back home, back with our friends at home,
Yeah.
our New Zealand brothers and sisters.
And now
and
they get...
Asako goes there.
Does Asako play Origin next year under Bellamy?
Origin?
Can he play Origin?
New Zealand, probably.
I'd say
Probably
he'd be
hasn't been in
eligible.
the conversation.
Because he was a Broncos junior, wasn't he?
Yep.
There you go.
Born in dead, maybe?
Maybe.
Come over?
And
I'm assuming he would
Herbie
have.
Farnworth, bro.
Yeah, we have to bring him up for the sake of it.
Herbie just doing Herbie things.
He's so scary. Him and Cleary probably scare me the most. You have him running. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't think he knows what he's going to do.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine. I don't even want to finish the sentence. Just imagine.
I've got a lot of imagining, and I don't want you to tell me because I'm imagining so many hot things.
Yeah.
And he's not clothed in half of them.
It's too hot in here.
Game 4, Newcastle Knights defeated the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs 24-16. Apologies for having a little laugh in my voice as I said that. I was thinking about Herbie, not about the loss.
Thanks.
Adrian's tone has changed.
Thanks, mate.
You go, and I'll come in with something.
Look,
I have a little bit this time.
This game started with generally everything good that the Bulldogs do. Repeat set, a Burton bomb, our halves running. We almost set up Max King. So you have 4 of those things. Repeat set, Burton bomb, halves running,
Points.
Max King,
Points.
nearly scoring a try. I'm going, yeah, we're on. We're looking good, right?
25 plus, 24
We're looking
plus,
good.
yeah.
Our compressed defense was taking advantage of the Knights by their early spreads. So again, this is now something that's happened to us a little bit.
Because you did that to Broncos a while back too. We did it to you as well.
You did it back to us.
We did it back to you.
We threw it to you.
Yeah.
It's like we unhinged the grenade. We threw it to you.
And you
grabbed
showed us,
it while you
gave us
could
the blueprint,
threw it
and
back.
then we swung on you and scored off
Correct.
kickoffs. Yeah,
Correct.
okay.
I felt like we just looked a bit shocked by the Knights' physicality. We did not think, especially like they got a sin bin, and it looked like they had the man advantage. How? Where are our forwards, bro?
This is the blight this was what was put on you at the start of the season for not having the big player. And it's not your fault. You signed Leo Thompson. So he's the guy who's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So there's another blueprint of what you can do to be successful. But you don't have him there. Josh Curran also gets dominated by Pasami Solo and looks like he breaks a rib.
I think he did.
Did he?
Or he did cartilage or something.
Hope it's cartilage because rib would be...
Like, let's. We had a 5-minute period there where we had 3% of the ball, and they did not score. Which again, that's the good thing. But again, we've seen this sin bin period. We did it last week with Canberra as well.
Yeah,
2 points in the sin bin period. Our lack of variation with our attack and the fatigue that we had in our middle, when realistically that fatigue should have been in the Knights' defensive line. Instead, we have Jacob Saifidi, who once upon a time was an Origin player, making all of our forwards look like cup players. Where is the grunt? Where is the dogs of war mentality? It's not there. It's lacking. The only person who showed any bit of ticker on that fucking field, sorry for the swearing, Satili Tupanoa. 21 runs, 201 metres, 33 tackles, 0 errors. Satili Tupanoa, a bench forward who has been in and out of first grade. Sometimes, like, his suspensions do let him down. Hasn't played a lot of first grade, but like, where's all our forwards, bro?
Which hurts as well. 57 missed tackles, 13 tackles missed between Preston and Hayward.
Yeah,
just between them. And there are a couple others I could have included, but I thought I wanted to point out them because we had a big question on Hayward around the middle of the field.
Yeah,
when you've got Harrison Graham coming on, showcasing the importance of a good 14.
Yep,
running around the ruck, running amok, firing shots at tied forwards around the ruck, kicking in behind, throwing balls to his big forwards to just dominate through the middle. That's when you go, okay, what changed from the other weeks? Are we a bit tired from...
But we've highlighted that as a spot now, and I think that this is actually now becoming a bit of a target for opposition. So like you just said, he had 6 missed tackles, right? Out of 35 tackles, he had 6 missed. What are you looking at? That's like over 10%. Nearly 15% of your tackles are missed. In 71 minutes, he did not have one single run of the footy.
What was he good with last week? Running the footy. That play as well, that out ball, in ball, that was Hayward running.
And like, I understand that his job is to tackle and to pass. But I said it in the preseason that, you know, when we were talking to a lot of people, I started to get worried. When I started to think about why am I worried, it's genuinely, I feel like the Bulldogs at their best have an attacking 9 who can create something out of hooker. We need to be able to roll the ruck. We need to be able to manipulate the speed of the ruck for our halves to be able to run. So Galvin, what's really grinding my gears with Galvin is he loves to run the ball off a slow play of the ball. And I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate
I
it.
hate playing with it. in Oztag.
I hate it. And I get it that you look at the best halves in the comp, Nathan Cleary, Isaiah Katoa. What do they have? The ability to play at the speed that they like to.
Dictate the speed.
They're dictating the speed. They're not reacting to what the defensive line is doing. They're making the defensive line react how they want. They're thinking 3 or 4 plays early. What's happening? They're scanning and watching the defensive.
But that comes with like 8 years playing together too. I don't think Galvin's been there long enough.
You are in first grade with the 7 on the back. That's it. It's you. There's no one coming to save you. There's no SOS. Mind the pun.
Even though there is.
Mind the pun. There is. But I just don't think like their up and in defense on the edge shut him down so quick. Like, admittedly, I think he actually ran for over 200 meters in this game, which is good. But you're a halfback. You shouldn't be doing that. Like 120, 130, I'm like, okay.
So is that on Burton then? Is that why? What are your thoughts on Burton going to left centre and Crichton going into dominate? Which I really don't really like, but I could see the positives, but I'm not a big fan of it. As in the Crichton to 6.
I can see the positives, but if we have to move Stephen Crichton somewhere on the field because he's not getting the ball, you've found the problem already.
He wasn't getting the ball, was he? I think he had 3 or 4 runs in that first half. He
honestly,
barely touched the ball.
Sometimes, you know when you're in a team and you're like, nothing's happening, I just need to go and do it?
That's Crichton.
He would have
He shouldn't be doing that.
I have a feeling, like, I don't think he would be the guy to, like, not in front of everybody, like, deliberately say this guy's not doing his job. I think it would have been, he goes and chats to Serraldo at halftime and goes, listen, bro, like, there's no communication out there. I don't hear anything.
No. Or
I need to get closer.
I could also see Serraldo going, Stephen, if they don't lift, Burton doesn't lift in these first 5 or 10 minutes, I want you to get in there and dominate. I want him out. And I think you don't even tell Burton. You just go, Critter, you do what you need to do. You back yourself. And I think he did.
See, look, I don't mind the interchanging of Critter and Burton. I actually don't think Burton did a bad job. Like, realistically, like, he sliced through early in the second half. We had an opportunity. Like, that was the opportunity there to start kicking ahead. I think it was nearly like 14. It would have been about 14 all if we scored that.
That was 16-0 up at halftime.
16-0. So that's going to change momentum, bro. Like, he sliced through, couple minutes into the second half. It changes momentum. We're on. That's it. We're on the front foot.
So you're saying that one try changes momentum? You have argued with me for every single podcast saying one try doesn't mean shit.
One try, but what I'm saying is
the momentum shift up with the 6 agains.
That's what I mean.
They definitely do change momentum.
It does change.
Trying to be devil's advocate.
Okay, I understand. I was not prepared for that, so I've got nothing for you.
No, that's okay. I'm just trying to think as well. What are your thoughts on the set restarts? We'll get back to this in a sec.
Yeah.
Are you liking the amount of set restarts? You barely touched the ball. They rolled you and scored. 16-0 down at halftime. Are you frustrated at the refs at all in this sitcho? Like,
no. What? You know why?
Are you annoyed with the amount of set restarts, the way the game's going, or not knowing what the set restarts are for? Any of those?
I look at set restarts as if they're like an error, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And
just don't make them.
They're a fatigue forced error. So I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to slow the ruck because they're
big time.
They're going so quick.
You. Okay, so that's a defense mechanism.
But what's happening? If your ruck is really quick, your physical contact, your first contact isn't good, into your wrestle isn't up to standard.
You're getting dominated.
Like if they're winning those two facets of that collision,
you have to slow it down.
You have to.
Okay.
You have to.
I like it.
But you need to be able to defend your errors. What I hate when we compound things. Like, if we give away a set restart, we'll get the ball, we'll drop it, and then we'll give away a penalty.
I think every team's done that with the new way it's going, the momentum shifts and the set restarts. I feel like every single team has done that in the comp. So it's not just the Dogs now. I just don't think they know how to work out the fatigue yet. We're going to become too fit.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be a fatigue game. It's not going to be like, I don't feel like it's talent anymore.
Yeah.
It's just a fatigue filled game.
Yeah, I think.
I just don't.
It is.
And that should suit you.
It should.
You're versing Basami Solo, who looks underdone, has never scored a try in the NRL.
When we actually, we nipped up a few areas that were really, again, grinding my gears for the lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Like Galvin's up and in. So then Critter got into first receiver and was putting in little dinks in behind. Why? He's creating doubt. Oh, we can't shoot up. They might put a little dink in behind.
Hit short, go at the back.
Why has it taken us a whole half into a half time period with our coaches to diagnose that? Nathan Cleary, Isaiah Katoa, Adam Reynolds, they would have done that in the first 10 minutes. Like, how are you, if I'm noticing it sitting on the couch, how are you on the field not noticing it? And don't get me wrong, like, it's much harder to do it on the field. And I'm not saying that I can do any better, but I just think we now have the worst attack in the comp. We have scored the least amount of points in three games.
Wow.
We haven't scored over 14. 15. We won 15-14. We won 14-10 against Canberra.
Wow.
We had the bye, and we've just scored that again.
Wow. 16.
16.
Wow.
16 points a game isn't going to win you the game, mate.
No, not against any of these sides either.
I don't know. It's very, very frustrating, and I feel like we're back to where we were round 13, 14, even round 18 last year, where I'm like, we just don't look... Leo Thompson can't come back quick enough.
Yeah, I don't have any answers for you in that one. That's why I wanted to discuss it with you.
What do you think?
Do you think the team needs to galvanise? Any talk on Galvin moving, like and going SOS, just going simple, or Galvin at 13, or Galvin at 9, or just something to help that spark?
This is going to sound really bad, but the best thing out of that game is Galvin's hip drop.
Oh, is he going to be out a couple weeks?
I hope he gets suspended.
For the sake of showing the team the blueprint.
I hope he gets suspended and Sean O'Sullivan comes in and we absolutely blitz it this weekend and we look night and day better.
Yeah.
And they just go, that's it. That's it. Either Galvin is in cup
14.
Or is it 14?
18, 19.
Because again, think back to the Roosters. The Roosters, they had a nice link man through the middle. Who's missing this year? We have the guy, Kurt Mann.
Yeah.
But his form has slumped.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. There's no impact, bro. I feel like the research has been done. Like,
well, Salmon was the other guy that had the missed tackles that I wanted to put in. And that's all directly through your middle.
It's just not like when something works and we go away from it.
Yeah.
And then you have guys like missing those tackles. Like this week, those missed tackles, they counted. I said to you last week, not all missed tackles are the same.
Yep.
This week they counted and
yeah.
Oh, bro.
Let me give a little bit to Newcastle. Very brave performance, I felt, in the first half. They lost a man, rolled the Dogs, and as we said, won through the middle. Taking nothing away from Newcastle, they were great. That's probably their best performance I've seen without Ponga for years.
When did
because
they beat?
It was just boring.
They beat Manly.
It was boring. It was solid.
Yeah.
Without Ponga, this is what I expect.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be that flashy. Fletcher Sharp coming in when he needs to. Sandon Smith stands up. Who was there? Who was the other half?
Fletcher Sharp.
Was Fletcher Sharp playing 6?
Didn't notice
And
him,
who was
did
at the
ya?
back?
Fletcher Hunt.
I thought Fletcher Hunt was in the centres or the wing.
Nope. Fletcher Hunt with the one on
Jeez,
his
I
back.
didn't see enough of Sharp then. Interesting, and they still rolled you.
Yeah. He wasn't
It's
needed.
weird.
Bro.
That's the thing. I didn't see him stand out how I thought he would stand out.
Harrison Graham was the best player on the park.
Yeah, he was.
By far.
And then Sorlo, Frizzell coming off the bench this is all coaching again. This is what we were talking about.
Sorlo,
They
Saifidi,
need
Harrison
to
Graham.
come on and dominate. And Dom Young, back to his England form.
Yeah.
He'll have this. If he can keep this up, he could be the best winger in the world. But he has it once every 12 weeks.
And we didn't even...
Bro.
But his work, like, I suppose his asset that isn't the best is his defense.
Exactly.
And we didn't even test him.
And you made him look great.
We didn't even test him.
But the thing is as well, if you get that Connor Tracy pass away and he doesn't intercept it, the whole momentum and the thought of the team changes because he doesn't get 3.
Yeah, but that was the nail in the coffin.
He did defensively have the time to get up and cut off that pass and then run the field.
Wrong option.
When Dom Young has these types of games, it's really, really exciting for Newcastle.
It is. And like, again, not taking anything away from Newcastle, man. They were the better team on this day for 80 minutes.
And you were coming back strong. 16 points real early in the second half.
Yeah.
It was coming. You were steaming back.
And they withstood it.
Yeah.
Even they would have had that fatigue. Like again, not an excuse now for the Bulldogs part because Newcastle would have been just as tired, if not more tired.
Well, we were talking last week. Someone else did comment. Shout out to you on YouTube. You'll know who you are.
Yeah.
That or not when you said not all ineffective tackles or tackles are the same. Someone commented on what ineffective tackles were.
Yeah.
And you were saying because I told you how many tackles the team missed last week against Canberra.
Yeah.
And you said, but the scramble is what we have.
Yeah.
You've missed 57 again.
Yeah.
So I think that is becoming a little bit concerning. And I didn't necessarily think last week it was because you got dominated in the forwards, but this week definitely was. So it'd be interesting to check again, which is going to be a big game this weekend, Easter long weekend, to see how you react You've got the emotion. It's all right.
No.
It's only round 4. It's only round 5 now. You'll be right. If we're coming in here round 14 after Magic Round and we're round 14 to 20 and it's still like this, we're gonna have to have a Bulldog sit down. We're gonna have to sit.
It's PTSD, honestly, at the moment, because I'm just like, I don't know. You just have that point of trauma where you're like, this is gonna sound extremely selfish, right? But I bust my ass from Monday to Friday at work, right? I wake up at 10 to 4 every morning. I wake up at 10 to 4 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I come home. I also need to balance spending time with my wife, doing our work, our extra work, following our dream.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 15-minute nap in the afternoon and I wake myself up to watch this game. How do you think I felt? And again, it's not about me.
No.
But this is what the boys would be sitting there going, this is who we play for, bro. Like the average Joe, that this is his highlight of his weekend. And we come out with that. Like, and I think everyone could agree, like, that's just the impact of rugby league. It's
impacts your feelings.
As you can tell, it impacts my feelings.
Yeah.
Far out.
Moving on, Penrith Panthers defeated the Parramatta Eels 48-20. I don't think we're going to talk too much about this again.
Yep.
Penrith as clinical as always. It's going to be hard, but for opposition fans in the future rounds, if you can, when you're watching Nathan Cleary, the best player in the world, just try and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because these are the moments in life that we'll look back on, and I feel like we're going to say, I wish I enjoyed watching Nathan Cleary play and pump my team.
Yep.
It's round 1, you're just hoping don't run Cleary. Just don't do anything good. The banana kicks, the no look block shape, anything. The grubber in behind, the run himself and step 3 players and then quick play the ball. Mitch Kenny done. Everyone, they're in. Papali'i's in.
Yeah.
The stress that he brings you is because of how brilliant he is, and it's really hard to take yourself away from watching it as a rugby league fan. But I just encourage you this week, if you can,
Melbourne fans,
as
he dices you up,
just enjoy the player that he is.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we never do that. We never just sit back and enjoy. We're always looking at the next thing. We're not enjoying the gameplay that's happening right at hand.
Yeah. We are witnessing greatness. And it's not a coincidence that he has taken over the leading Dally M medal
Great
this
call.
week.
Because we were watching Absolute Master at work. There were numerous times where I sat there in this game and literally said out loud, there is no way he just did that. Or get out. Like, what's going on?
In clubland, there's no player like him.
No.
That I've ever seen in my life. I don't think...
Including Joey. No, I'm thinking JT. At the peak of his powers, he could be a lot like this. The difference is JT's a mover. JT moves and shakes and gets around.
Yeah.
Nathan is so poised and relaxed. When he does stuff, you're like, you were barely moving. Mm-hmm. How are you even getting it in that spot? You just
dictating
always
pace,
think,
bro.
But it's up here.
Yeah.
It's not always in the way he's playing. It's in his smarts. It's very Lionel Messi-esque. Messi doesn't have to run every time the ball goes in. He's walking half the game. But when he inserts himself, not that Cleary's moves a lot more than Messi. Messi's a lot older and got the opportunity to be the best in the world for over there. Wish we watched him into Miami. But Cleary, there's no one's going to stop him in this type of form. He's an absolute shoe-in for Dally M.
Yeah, I'd put my house on it today.
Sweet.
And yours.
Don't put mine, just in case.
And everything included.
I'll put my fridge on it.
I'll put the fridge on it. The
freezer doesn't work.
The freezer that doesn't work. I think that the best part about Nathan is, like, again, 3 or 4 plays early, he's building something up.
Yeah.
And he's just constantly scanning. I like how the first 10 or 15 minutes, he's just watching the defensive behaviors. And you can see him, like, sometimes you'll see him, like, behind the play when Isaiah Yo's taking the boys and he's just on his haunches just scanning.
Like, where are we going next?
And then
you've got Casey McLean there.
Yeah.
And Tommy Jenkins.
Their ability to score points in the red zone, in the Westpac red zone.
Yep.
4 tackles in Parramatta's 20 after 12 minutes for 2 tries.
They just get there and score. And I don't think that was Para being that bad.
No,
it was Penrith being incredible. You're not stopping it.
I think the word that they're relentless at the moment and they're fierce. Like last year, I feel like they lacked that a little bit.
They did.
That killer instinct.
This year, I don't think they
back.
scared defenses as much.
It's back and it's new and improved, man. Like it.
And
honestly,
I don't know what the difference is. I think it's just maturity. Because you saw when Yo went off,
Yeah.
which they can afford to do, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It changed a bit, stunted a bit.
But again,
It's not the same impact, but it's still good.
that first half, he played majority of the half.
Yeah.
Isaiah Yo.
Yeah.
Most first half points ever against Para.
Really?
Ever.
Wow.
And I just felt like their threats were all around the park. Like it didn't matter where they went. There was no game plan to attack a certain edge. It was just, we're just going to play our game and you guys are going to fold to it. And we know you are. Mm-hmm. Which is...
Well, surprisingly, 50-50 possession,
Yep.
12 errors for Para, and they still end up scoring more points than Penrith's first 3 opponents combined.
Yeah.
So nice shape from Para, but they were never going to beat Penrith. They were never going to beat Penrith. Another thing for Para, Matt Dury, suspected ACL.
Yeah.
That's Hopgood and Dury.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Hopgood was ACL, was it?
Told you they're giving me Rabbits vibes from last year, man.
Really?
Just abilities there, but decimated by injury.
Pezzett, I think, is some good signs. I can't really point out specifically what they need because they were never going to win. But they have glimpses of
Yep.
it's going to be silly to say every week, but we're going to say it just to back ourselves up. They've got glimpses of no spoon. They're not going to get the spoon.
No.
They're not. They may not fight for the 8, but they'll be within the 9 to, I'm going to say 14.
Yeah.
They will be there, and if they click, they can be top 8 this year.
They
showed enough.
They showed shades, right? I actually wrote down one particular moment that I wanted to share with you. So I think it was about a 6-minute period after the sin bin.
Okay.
So they were still on top.
Yeah.
They had showed really, really good. I think I like their spreads, what we're going to call it.
Yeah.
So we're going to call like Pezzett to Moses to Yongi.
Correct. Or
Block.
Yep. Or straight away quick hands. And
Straight
then
away
hits the
quick hands.
winner.
I think that shape, especially on their right side,
Yep.
it took advantage of the Penrith's left edge, which we haven't seen disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
And it made them disconnect, which is impressive.
Yep.
Again, Simbin period, understood, right?
Yes. I think they scored 1 try during that Simpin period.
And then I think it's just to refer back to how good Nathan Cleary is, essentially my point.
Okay.
Because then after that 6-minute period, he kicks a 40-20. Straight off that 40-20, that set, they score a try. There's your momentum killed.
Yeah. You're coming back as much as you can. It's like when you're versing Penrith, you're just trying to show Dad how good you are.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually this, like, but I am. Like,
I am good.
come here, let me, like, you're grabbing the back of his shirt going, but just watch me for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm not going to win, but I'm actually all right. And that's what Para was showing. They weren't giving up. I think they're showing roles. They're showing this, the ongoing word. We have kind of a theme for every episode. I'd love to write it in if we could. But today's attitude.
Yeah.
Or dedication to your coach. One word, dedication to your coach. How much do you want to show up for your coach?
Yeah.
For Jason Rowles here, the boys kept going.
I
They
think
don't stop.
They really could have capitulated in that second half. Like
time.
that could have blown out.
And yes, if Isaiah Yo was on, it probably is 60. Like that's, and it's only another 12 points. It probably, you know what? It is 60. Unless Isaiah Yo wants to take his foot off and go himself. But he did go himself and he scored. So
To start,
like, you never even know. You never know what's going to happen. 48 points and they kind of take the foot off the throat.
They do.
Like they stop.
They did to an extent. I think that was Para's doing, man.
It was.
I don't think you take that part away from Parramatta's
like 15
game.
or so, 18 minutes or so.
That's what I mean. I felt like they really they troubled Penrith the most out of anyone this year.
Yeah.
And they
battled hard.
They've versed some good teams already. Like the fact that you can come out of that game and say we gave them the most trouble.
Yeah.
I think
it's good signs for Para. I just don't think you're gonna.
I think you need to focus on.
You're not going to take much out of this. Any team that versus Penrith are not going to take much out of this. You're just going to try and improve every week on certain elements and where you got opened up.
Yeah.
But Casey and Jenkins, you were saying to me on WhatsApp, shout out, sponsor the pod. You think they may be bolters or that the chat's going to start for that combination in Origin. And if Turbo, which they're very fit at the moment, knock wood, Turbo and Latrell aren't fully fit, I could definitely see that combo. With no Lomax there anymore.
Look,
could we go Brian Tott or Stephen Crichton into a other side? Into like an old Penrith edge with new Penrith edge? Crazy. It's ridiculous, but...
Let's be real. For 19 years old, McLean's the best centre I've ever seen. Right.
At 19?
At 19. He's the best.
That's a huge call.
The most well-rounded defensive centre, attacking centre. He's
He's got everything. He's in the best system in the world, though.
Jenkins can't look as good as he does without McLean. Vice versa.
Yeah.
I love both of them.
There's nothing better than that.
I love both of them. I think Milky... Weirdly, I think Milky more of a shot than McLean. If you're looking one and they're only going to pick one.
I agree. But
Just because Carraz is not looking right.
Nah.
Even though he played well on the weekend, he's just not looking right.
He's not getting the ball as well. I just think...
But then they also might roll with Casey and play Turbo on the wing. Realistically.
That's not bad. Coming out of your own end.
Yeah, realistically.
Have
Have a bit of
between him and Edwards.
Imagine he starts popping up on the left with Latrell.
All them 6'4" guys running at you.
Doesn't matter.
110 kilos. You're still going to lose anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So
Yeah, underdogs.
Underdogs.
All right, moving on. Well
Let's
done to
move on.
Para, but I hope Matt Dury, I hope it is an ACL.
Yeah.
I really hope it isn't.
It is.
'cause
It's
he's been
confirmed,
great.
but yeah,
It
let's
is-
hope not.
It is confirmed?
Confirmed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was suspected.
No, done.
Did
Done.
I write
Confirmed
confirmed?
today.
I wrote suspected. I
Confirmed
must have
today.
read it at the time. Shit. Quick
Spill.
recovery, Matt.
Yeah.
I hope it's 3 months for you somehow.
Just beats
A bit of
the...
stem cells or something.
Need more than stem cells to do that, but sure.
Maybe the cells
Hey,
would maybe injecting the cells would
If it works.
push maybe it's not a full tear and I can somehow
Solder it
rejuvenate.
together.
Yeah, exactly like that. With the
Okay.
stem cells, I don't know if that's how it physically would work, but
Sure.
maybe.
Science,
Let
not
me
your
know.
strong point.
Or is it yours?
Not mine either. But I know that's not fucking possible.
You reckon?
It's not possible, bro.
You don't reckon?
No way.
I feel like I've heard that it could be probably could be very controversial.
Get on some peppies. Maybe you get the peptides going.
Well, maybe we're into
Regen.
we're into. I may be listening to guys that touch footy who they're they're lefties and the righties. I'm listening to guys who
Are
just
they,
come out with some weird shit. I
What's
think
the word? You know what I'm
conspiracy
thinking of?
theorists. I think we've got a few conspiracies going on. I think that's what we're at. Although the
Okay.
stem cell research, there's a lot into it.
I'd be interested to see what they reckon about the fuel prices. What's the conspiracy there?
Yeah, we'll stay away from
Report
that.
back to me.
Next one, North Queensland Cowboys defeated the Melbourne Storm 28-24. The Melbourne Storm have now lost consecutive games for the first time in 4 years.
And they come up against Penrith this week. Three straight?
Has to be 3. Penrith do not. If Penrith fall off here, this is my favorite year to date. This is my favorite NRL season ever, because everyone is losing and winning. It's becoming. I want to see 30 points, 28, 28, 28, all the way down to 26, 24, 20. I don't want the last team on 4.
Yeah.
I
You
want to
wanna
see it as
spread
even
out.
as possible. I
Yeah.
want Broncos losing against Titans
Love that.
this week into Melbourne dominating Penrith.
Yeah.
But I just can't see both of those.
Fair.
Clip it up next week if this is right. If we lose against Titans, I think I'll be more shocked than Melbourne beating Penrith.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep.
The way they played at 6:15
Yep.
Sunday
Yeah,
Arvo.
let's get
I
there.
just
Let's
can't.
get there. Let's get there.
I feel like the Storm just capitulated in this game.
Yeah.
Off the kickoff, Melbourne kicked the ball out in the full. Cows scored within 5 minutes from a well-timed leap from Clifford. Warbrick scores, beating Taulagi in the air. Fair enough, he can do that. Gun. Off the Cows kick, Munster lets it bounce. Off the kickoff, Munster lets it bounce in the in goal. Awfully close to being out in the full. The Cows score off quick hands from Drinky to Burns. We've seen how good Cows' right side attack is with Drinky swinging out the back. Versing the new combo of Leo and Tuamalatu Brown. This is probably why they went so hard for Lomax. I don't want to be too negative. It's more constructive.
Yep.
But the last 2 tries, we talked about it the last few weeks. This was not NRL standard. The contact from Leo and then that palm off to score in the corner from Burns. And I love Braden Burns. I'm a massive fan. We're big fans of Burns here.
Huge fans.
Tuamalatu Brown, you need to just tackle him, man. That last try is not good enough. It's not NRL standard. And if he's chosen again, I'll be extremely surprised. Purely off principle for how bad that was, because that loses them the game.
Well,
They should have held on 24-20 and you go, what if? This should have been one of those games where Cows go, we should have won that.
but realistically, who's going to take that spot? Hugo Peel, another debutant.
What's it?
Unpopular opinion, I'd be picking Waiteta over Moses Leo at the moment.
I like Waitara
He
anyway.
was
He's good.
good, bro. I thought it was Marion Seve first when he went
Originally?
on. I was like, oh, Marion Seve's, he looks quick. Looks good. And then they're like, Mania Waitete. I'm like,
Oof. Gone.
that name.
But they had big raps on him too
Bro.
pre-season.
Loved him. I thought he was really, really good. But realistically, what do you do? I don't think you...
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. This is probably why they went so hard. They've got Isako coming next year. So
Yeah, there you go. Problem solved.
Oh, where does he play? Which edge?
Well, right.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does
X on the left. Xavier must be a couple of weeks away. Around 10 or
You'd
something.
hope so. What did he do?
Achilles. He had Achilles injury. But it wasn't like a tear.
It wasn't the full one.
Yeah, it wasn't a full. I think he had just surgery.
It was in the off-season, wasn't it? Because they didn't play
Yeah.
this year.
It was.
He was named. And then they kept it under wraps.
Nah.
So Storm.
Yep.
The Cows with 12 errors to 9.
Yep.
Coming away with the win. This is the old Cows. More errors, 78% completion rate, which is not bad for them.
Yep.
And winning the game. All I have to say is, Adrian, you're a visionary. 8th spot. You knew, you saw this. There was a vision where you went, Cows. You saw it in the preseason and went, Cows. They can beat Melbourne in round 4. I remember you saying that in the preseason.
They'll have their first win. No, their second win or their first win.
I don't know.
Did they win last week?
They're shocking.
First
But
or second win
I
in round
remember you
4 against
said-
Melbourne, they'll come 8th.
I remember you said that 28-24. And
This is
Braden
the-
Burns will palm off to Malatu Brown.
This is the potential.
This is what they've got.
This is what you got. This is a team who shows up for their coach. Because I'm telling you now, if they come out and got belted again, I think it's all downhill from there.
I think in the next few weeks it would have been
and it would have
sack,
been-
yeah,
I think it would have been.
Seibold into Peyton into
I
Flanagan
genuinely-
and so on like that.
that if you want to look at any game, like that resembled it. I'm like, they don't want him to go. They want to fight for him.
Yeah.
They're-
And even if it wasn't specifically that,
Yep.
what he's instilled in them and what the coaching staff and the belief they've instilled in that team.
Correct.
With Drinky running with cartilage issues.
Yep.
You can
I
barely
think he
run
looks fine now,
sometimes.
though, to be fair.
He looks great.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Taking the goal kicking off him, maybe with a little bit less pressure. So when Drinky, don't worry, you just get your body right.
Yeah, we might have to
Do
give
what
it
you
back
do
to him
best.
because Clifford can't kick to save his life at the moment.
Yeah.
But when you've got Taumalolo, 50 minutes,
Yeah.
2 25-minute stints, is that his sweet spot?
I think so.
Because he, in
Damaging,
this game,
eh?
he looked back to his best.
Wound back the clock.
Did you see Stefano in this?
Nope.
That's
Who?
what I keep looking at Stefano. I
Who's
keep
that?
looking at him thinking, come on, bro. Like, did we shut you up? Did we really scare you that much last week? Like, did you really get Walsh?
Spinning that towards you, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Righto.
Well, that's what happens,
Sure.
man.
Sure.
Stand up.
Righto. Yeah.
Don't just talk.
Okay.
You got to walk the talk.
Don't just walk.
gotta talk the
walk
walk.
talk the walk, and walk the walk.
Talk the walk. Walk the talk.
I've
Talk
lived
the
by
talk.
it. That's. I
You
think
got to
that's-
walk the walk
Isn't that
and talk the
tattooed
talk.
on your back?
It is. It's actually down to my glute.
I was going to say it's a pretty long sentence, but it gets there in the end.
It is.
All right.
He was so damaging rolling the rock.
He was.
And I absolutely loved when Sonny Luke came on.
Yeah. Well, again, that's something that they have, bro. That's what they need. They have a Reed Marnie to get the 60 minutes.
Yep.
They have the spark off the bench. It's what the Cowboys are good at. McKaylee made a return in this game, and I noticed him.
Straight away.
That
He's
big
He's
left arm carry.
Bro, he's so big.
He's huge, bro.
I think he's going to be massive for them this year.
I absolutely love that, again, with the ball, their ability to attack the ruck, but in defense, like their scramble defense, that improved out of sight.
Against Melbourne.
Bro, the Storm would break the line on the edges and they would have 4 or 5 guys sprinting.
I wonder what it is.
Attitude.
Like, but what changed from the other
Attitude.
weeks that was so shit? Like, what this week?
If you don't, you know why? Because Peyton's going, guys, if you don't stand up this week, 1, I'm gone.
I'm out of here.
2, it won't just be a little 40-12 defeat. They will beat you by 70 points. Get up. You know what you guys can do. I've seen it. I believe in you. And they did, bro. Like,
did.
constantly fighting momentum back. Their errors are frustrating,
Yeah.
but it's
But
just,
they've got this in them.
it was a different team than we've seen in the last 3 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
that's night and day. If the Cowboys play like that, that's top 6.
And that's without even Dearden dominating.
Bro, that's...
When Dearden starts running and dominating off a forward pack, and then you've got a good 9, and then you've got Purdue. I'm starting to really like the link up between Drinky and Purdue.
I think
because
they're-
they have so many threats, like the Penrith
tinkering.
we were talking about.
They're tinkering with it. You
'Cause
can see...
he can just go.
That's what I mean. If there's a world where they start saying Purdue, you don't have to stay on the left.
Go wherever you want. Put him on the wing and just let him run.
We've loved their right side attack since the trials.
Yeah.
Imagine they add Purdue.
Yeah, but that's also been their downfall in defense.
Correct.
And they actually did really well.
That's what I mean.
Like, Warbrick shouldn't have scored.
Yeah.
If anything, actually, let's give him their flowers a bit more. Warbrick scores 4. This is his 4th career hat-trick versus
Yep.
the Warriors, reportedly going to the Wires in 27, which is confirmed today.
yeah.
I don't think he should have scored 2 of them.
No.
One of the contact that when he grabbed it in the air the first try, Drinky makes that contact coming across.
You call that contact?
I think Walsh stops him there. The way Walsh was playing the other day, Sewer doesn't. Sewer falls straight back.
Sewer and Drinky and...
Sewer goes boop and just falls back. But if that's a Turbo, if that's a Gutho, even getting his body as in front as he
Tracy.
can, if that's Connor Tracy, bro, he takes him back to the 40. Just lifts him up and drags him back.
That's it. Get me
Although
confident
Warwick's
again.
a big boy. Warwick's
He is a big
and he's
boy.
a very good player. He's quite underrated as a winger.
I think he'd be very elusive too.
Bro, he'd be strong. I'm not saying he's not strong.
Shit, yeah.
I'm just saying I feel like a better defensive, at least just to hold him up.
Yeah.
Just that touch longer because the boys were coming.
Mm-hmm.
I just think we need Drinky to be making the decisions a touch earlier. And I'm not saying I can do it any better.
No.
But getting there just a touch
But I
earlier
think you're
to
right.
slow them down.
If he sees it a little bit earlier, maybe his contact will improve because he's in a better position to do so.
Maybe.
Possibly. But
And I think that does stunt it a little bit and bring it back.
Yep.
But it just gave them the momentum a bit more than I would have liked to give Melbourne. Because you just think from there, that's it.
Yeah.
It's done.
But the good thing is they didn't let it defeat them, right?
No.
So I really, really loved their halves running off each other. And it actually gave me Storm vibes against the Storm.
Wow.
I was watching and I'm like, that's like when Money and Jerome are on and Money will even scoot to the center of the park and Jerome will hit a line.
Yeah.
I'm going,
On the
is
field or off the
Clifford
field?
Obviously
They
on the
hit
field.
the short ball.
Explicit. We're trying to not put the explicit thing on and you're talking about
What's that?
DRUGS.
You're talking about that.
Stop
Wow.
that.
I'm talking about the
Enough.
short ball. We know when they're on, they just run with each other.
Correct.
Support each other.
That's exactly what we're talking about. But then 3 tries in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, that's exactly right. 3 tries in 7 minutes when they were down by 10 points.
It's very un-Melbourne.
Great.
I
This
just feel like there's something going on there. I said
So-
it last week.
there's again we know that Melbourne they have this in them as of late,
Yeah.
right? The couple week slumps where they just don't look great, but then they'll come out and beat someone by 60 and you're like they're back. I think this is more of a positive for the Cowboys than it is a negative for the Storm.
Yes, I agree. I think we need to highlight we're a very positive-based, optimistic-based podcast. I
Yeah.
think you're right.
That-
Although I would have loved to see a Xavier Coates on that left wing, I think they don't lose this game with Xavier Coates on the left wing. Because 3 tries in 7 minutes, I know Cowboys have this in them, and I love that.
Yeah.
A Drinky can throw a long ball and just you can be on your man and still beat you.
Yeah. The ball will beat you in the air.
The ball will beat you. The placement, because if your positioning's
Deception.
well, I would love to see Drinky would fit really well into that Rabbitohs side. Imagine him playing with Cody Walker, the natural instinct,
Yeah, I know.
instinct with Latrell there.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
it would roll. You'd roll and you'd get in position. If you're in position, the
Yeah.
ball will do the work for you. I want to go to Melbourne. That Harry Grant dummy half 3-man cutout to Warbrick. Scores his 4th try. We've been graced the last few weeks. Some seriously good passes. Atkinson into Katoa into Grant. All left to right, all brilliant in their own right, and all leading to tries.
Yeah.
How good is rugby league?
We're very lucky. We are very lucky.
I don't think I've seen 3 better passes in 3 weeks.
We have
ever.
seen some incredible stuff in 4 rounds and we've seen some really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like there is
I think that's coming with the fatigue, the set
There's
restarts.
no
That's
in
what they
between.
invite. Because you saw that set. Did you watch that set prior
Yeah.
and pay attention? Melbourne had nothing.
yeah.
They were disjointed. They didn't look fluent.
You know what I wrote? I wrote they lack the killer instinct today. Normally there's just variation and there's options all around the park. And I'm like, man, they're very one-dimensional. Feels like
someone did say to me they're missing that left second rower. Alec McDonald there is
Yeah.
not the answer. And I was like, I don't know. But then again, this week, if you've got Joe Chan or Lasati and then you've got Katoa on the other side,
Yeah.
I think that just changes so much.
Yeah.
You go out by 14 points.
But I
It's
think
purely from there.
Melbourne do like their attack depends heavily on their back rowers. Normally they like to I think we used to see it's a very Penrith thing. Go to your left back rower, bang down, quick play the ball, play off the back of it. And when you don't necessarily have like
They're just getting cut down. And then
Correct.
it's play the ball normal, not the break the line, cut down, roll,
correct.
roll.
And it's just like it's not necessarily just a quick play the ball that you need.
No.
You need to be able to attract 3-4 defenders,
Yeah.
break a tackle, get down, disrupt the defensive line, compress, and then spread. Whereas if with Alec McDonald, admittedly, like he's probably still getting a quick play the ball,
Yeah.
but there's just no compression.
That's why I like him off the bench too.
Yeah.
That's what you
I
want.
also I think he's a middle for me.
Yeah, same as me.
He's a
Although Ricky's a middle. So maybe they're looking at these really stock standard middles
Yep.
and saying, let's just run. We don't
Yep.
need you to be that guy. But I think they do.
I think so.
I think they do. And they need him to be someone because
Yeah.
they're second rowers right now. I love Joe Chan.
Oh yeah,
But
love
you're not
Joe
looking
Chan,
at him and
big fan.
going, oh wow. Like
But then again, when Joe Chan's on, you
Joe
do
Chan's
look
on,
like him. Yeah,
yeah. And-
you can tell in the first like 10 minutes if Joe Chan's on. If he's in people's faces, real physical, putting shots on.
Yeah.
Very much Jaden Sewer.
yeah. Okay.
I'm like, he's on,
Jeez,
but then
that's a
he's
good-
not.
That's a very big comparison for,
And
for him.
their back three, I thought they were a bit poor in the air.
Mm.
They dropped a lot of ball. They invited the Cowboys back into the game, which again, very un-Melbourne like.
I would love to know what Bellamy's going to do this week. We'll know very soon.
I think they're still running heels.
Yeah, still. Second last game of the week, Cronulla Sharks defeated the Canberra Raiders 34-22. 50-50 possession, 12 errors apiece. Again,
Phenomenal game.
another one.
Phenomenal game.
The scores inflated a bit from the 2 tries Cronulla scored when the Raiders had a player in the bin, and Raiders errors. 4 errors leading to 4 tries from Cronulla. I just think Ricky wouldn't be too worried. They need to fix up the errors and the brain snaps.
Yep.
And they're in the game. And they probably win. I know the Cronulla looked the best on the front foot. But the way Raiders played, I still think I just want to see them 13 on 13 and just not making silly decisions. Because I think this would be tight as a 12 or 14 all game up until the end.
I think the Raiders, they've played good enough in most games this year to win.
For the majority of the game.
But then it's just like in that period where they would ice it last year, this year they're lacking that a little bit. And then you can think to the games where they had people stand up in the opposition where realistically maybe last year it was Jamal Fogarty.
Yeah.
This again, they've played so well for only one win this year.
I agree. And they probably arguably should have lost that game. They let that slip. What are your thoughts on Strange right side?
I like it defensively, but with the ball, he doesn't, I don't know if he doesn't feel confident. He likes his right foot step, get out and I think,
palm.
I'm not going to take credit for this. I think it was Rugby League Guru. He put it up as a post today and he said his 2 biggest assets are his left foot step and his right hand palm. On the right, you can't be doing your left foot step, right hand palm, can you?
Nah, you're not Hodges. You're not anyone.
You're not Greg Inglis being able to do the
whatever
hand over body.
That's so good. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The hand over body.
Yeah.
Into the goanna, into the winning the grand final.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Cheers.
Just want to chuck it at you.
Yeah. Look, like you said, stupid start from Horsburgh. Put his team behind from the start. They swung momentum in their end for their strength and speed to be showcased all afternoon. Sasangi and Savage. You called it a year early. It's
weird. I'm not as high on Savage this year as I was last year.
Really?
It's just something. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not watching him as closely as I was last year.
Bro, that
Sasangi
kid.
I'm watching. But there's no better sight in the NRL than 2 speedsters running together. And that Weeks, if you've got Savage away with Weeks, that's my favourite sight in rugby league.
As soon as I saw who was defending left, it would have been Stone Street. As soon as I saw Savage be half a step in front of him, I was like, he's gone. And he just went, phew. And then, of course, you just see this ratty and mullet flying behind.
Oh.
I'm going, Weeks is there. That's it.
So
Game.
quick.
I'm like, that's a mad try, bro.
They're so quick.
Oh, I love them 2 together.
They've got the blueprint every week. That's all you need to do. That's
They have
literally
speed.
just swing it.
They have speed. They've now balanced that edge out with Sasangi, who's so solid in D.
Did you see that post I put up?
Yeah.
That shot on
Yeah.
Idor?
Yeah. No one does that to Idor, bro.
Nah, I actually don't think. Give me someone. Let's run quickly through. Maybe Stags
could hit like
him,
that?
but Stags on the other side of the
Stags
field.
and Ramian? Ramian could do it. Stags could
Do
do
you
it.
reckon on Idor?
Yeah. Oh,
I'd
on
love
Idor?
to see them match. That's what I'm saying. I'm specifically thinking in that instance to not score. I could see Stags hit him, but I think he scores.
Sonny Bill. Sonny Bill could probably do it.
Head eye? No
Nah.
mitigating factors?
Shoulder charge, bruh.
It's a Sungy. It's just so impressive. He's
It is,
such
bro.
a gun.
It is.
He's
And
such a
the
gun.
good
Second
thing
favourite Samoan behind Haas.
Did you leave out someone?
No.
Sure.
Luai?
Aaron?
To'o? No, but Aaron's
Nah,
playing. He's not
you
he's
said
playing
it.
for Samoa.
You said it, bro.
He's not playing for him.
You said it.
Are we
All I
saying
wanted to
playing
say-
for? Are we doing like the post? Playing for? Are we doing
I'm just
actual
going to move
culture?
past you for a second there
Yeah.
and say finally it
Please.
was good to have a good 4 p.m. Sunday game.
Oh, yeah. It's been
didn't-
tough. These last 2 games on Sundays have
Didn't
been
feel
quite
like
tough
a
for a
push.
while.
Look, the Raiders.
Yeah.
Mistakes realistically, it just started to add up for them. They were leading the line breaks 7-4 with 20 to go, but they were behind on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So that just shows attacking wise, they're there. They know what they need to improve on. You shore up that defense
Yep.
and that they will win this game. But you look at the Sharks
Yep.
and
Roll it over.
there's a flavour. There's a flavour. When the Sharks win,
Yep.
there's one man who is the ball dominant half. Braden Trindle. Nico's the 6. Trindle's the 7. Doesn't matter because they wear
Doesn't matter what number they're
different
wearing.
jerseys anyway.
Doesn't matter what number they're wearing.
But I think when that guy takes control, it alleviates all the pressure from Hines, and Hines can play his best
Help me,
footy.
what changed in this game? Because we'd usually say Trindle when he's on the front foot from a dominating forward pack. We know these are the two probably the best depth forward packs we have in the comp.
Yes.
They weren't necessarily winning the ruck.
Yep.
So how were they rolling them, and how were the halves having so much time?
I think he was
defensive policy?
He was very manipulative in his kicking game. So absolutely peppered Savage's wing.
Mm.
They got a fair few results from that as well.
Yep.
So I think you're honing in on a spot where you want to finish your set. Defensively, they're applying pressure. So realistically, the ruck when they have the ball, there's probably a lot of fatigue in the middle.
Mm.
You're then able to roll.
Yeah,
and the variation in the ball playing is what was getting them. Like he went Wilton, Idol, Stone Street, all of them. They all got pieces. They eat pieces of the pie.
Mm.
Like,
I want some.
He was just giving everyone cream pies. Cream pie for you. Cream pie for you.
Do you enjoy one?
Cream pie for you.
I'm not a big cream pie fan. I'm more of I'm meat. You ever into chicken?
I think me and Tricky would both love to share a cream pie. Yeah.
I'm not a big. I love cream. I'm just not a big cream pie fan. I think
custard pie, apple pie,
See, I'm not a custard or apple pie
custard
guy.
Danish.
Nah,
You don't like custard.
I do. I like custard by itself. I don't like custard with other things.
How have we got from how are the Sharks winning this game to cream pies and custard
Because
pies?
you were saying they give each part of the pie, and I said I want some, and you said I like cream pies.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of those. To be honest.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm a big dessert guy though.
Big dessert
I'm
guy.
a massive dessert guy.
Yeah.
Favorite dessert right now.
Custard Danish with vanilla ice
Right
cream.
now?
If I'm on death row, that's my dessert.
Bro, please, seriously, someone hang him. Go back to the olden times. Hang him. That's disgusting.
Witchery.
Throw rocks at him.
Throw rocks at me.
Hang him up there by his feet and throw rocks at him.
Please do. It's actually probably good for my sciatica, so I wouldn't mind that.
Actually reach out. Exercise physiologist for
Anyone,
free,
whoever
please.
can help me with my back, bro.
Mm.
And then rehab my knee and find me a PT that wants to put me through the return to running.
Recovery, yeah. Well, also, while we're there, we have to eat dinner soon, speaking of pie. So
Very
we have to
hungry.
hurry this up.
Very
We have to-
hungry.
I think the late blind block shape, that wins them the game. It's so good. Kennedy's the underrated piece to that puzzle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think in that, let's say the dominating halves of the game, you've got Trindle and Hines who are out of this world.
Yep.
I don't think Kennedy he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
No, underrated.
No, what he's providing to this side,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a different fullback there to see if they slot in. I know you just have to be there, but the long ball he gave that was called a no try,
Yep.
which I thought was a try, but sure. A few of the decisions they made, Kennedy makes them look really good, getting to the right positions, the quick hands.
Again, when all the pieces of the puzzle align, Cronulla, they look really, really good, bro.
Yeah, they kind of all look good together, or they don't.
That's what I mean. And I do think it's spearheaded by Trindle, closely followed by Hines and a Brayley, and then Kennedy's behind them.
Yep. Okay. Do you think Brayley was as good as Kennedy in this one?
No.
I think
No.
Kennedy stood
In this
out.
game, no.
I don't think he needed to, though.
In general, though?
That's a positive, though. I don't think it's a negative.
Yeah.
Because he can know when to come in and out of games.
But I think, when it comes to Brayley, I think he helped the halves control field position and cash in on their opportunities, I suppose.
Yeah.
Happy there? I don't want to talk about this next game.
I
don't want to talk about it.
We have to.
I don't want to.
We don't have to say a lot, but we don't. We could got to at least do 4 minutes on it.
Can I just read my notes from top to bottom and then that's
last
it?
game of the week, Gold Coast Titans defeated the St. George Illawarra Dragons 22-14. I'll tell you my first line and you tell me yours. I'm not sure. I don't like saying this and we're not very...
Who are you talking about? Because that'll defer.
Both.
Okay.
Both. I don't like saying this early or on the podcast. We're not very pessimistic, but I think we've seen the spoon bowl in round 4.
Without a doubt. I've never been so sure.
For now.
For now.
Teams
can get worse.
Canterbury could get there and change it up and Dragons could leap.
Brisbane all the way from back to back to...
Back to bottom.
BTB, baby.
Okay, give me what you think. Just give me a few positives. I'll give you something else then. We're not talking specific gameplay. I picked out a couple things we can talk about.
Okay.
Were you happy with Kinney? 23 runs, 152 metres, 3 errors.
No.
I agree. The errors, they really stood out. I like the errors that the back boys made. I know Savage did some good things for Canberra, but the errors they made, they really needed to fix those up.
Yeah.
And Kinney in this one looked a shell of himself in defence. He didn't look comfortable at all.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what that was. Maybe they had a lot of pressure on him. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Good kicking game.
I just think like that was their game plan was like, we're just going to try and hit him as soon as he catches the ball because you're trying to alleviate the, I suppose, all the
roll on or the open play, the stagnant line.
That's what I mean. If we have a solid defensive line and we're hitting him straight away, we're only going to have to contain him for that third or fourth carry that he takes generally in the set rather than the return as well.
Yep, like that.
I just feel like they found him out though. Like
we saw Walsh struggle under the high ball round 1 with the amount of errors Broncos had. I think it was 16 to 18 errors or something. So I think that's what you do to Kinney every week.
I think so too.
You bomb it up. I'd love to see you guys verse him.
Yeah.
Just Burton getting it up. I'd let him just have it. Have a go.
Titans started with 33% of the ball, absorbed pressure that the Dragons mounted, defended their line for most of the half. I think they would have been happy with the score at 6-6.
Yeah. They felt like they were on top and they weren't winning. I think that's something I heard on the radio too.
Correct. They had their chance for a second try right on halftime. This is what I would really like to talk to you about. Firma decides to run directly at Daniel Atkinson, which then the ball goes out the back to Brimson, who one-on-one.
Yep.
Okay, so as a half, do you think that you would look at that as an indication of we should probably go back there?
Yeah.
They didn't go left once in the second half. Admittedly, Aramaho was tearing them up. And JC's very ball dominant in a halves combination with him and Ilias. I understand. But don't you think that if you've seen that deficiency, you're going, we can take advantage of Atkinson being engaged by Firma. We can get Holmes, who isn't a noted defender in the centres, one-on-one with AJ. And you don't go back there? He's catching a cold, bro. That frustrates me.
Especially if you're going to put him out there, the whole point is early ball
Get
or
him
shape
ball.
with him.
Otherwise, if I were AJ, I'd walk in there and be like, if you guys aren't going to use me, I'll just play cup and I'll tear up my contract. I'll go somewhere else where they want me. Like, imagine him at fullback for who needs a fullback?
I think it may happen there.
Imagine him going to the Tigers. Imagine he goes to the Tigers to play fullback. I know Bull is there, but him behind Luai and Dewey, how exciting, bro. They would get him into such good spots.
True.
It's just, it frustrates me because that kid can play, bro.
And then I give him the opportunity.
And they just don't. And I don't know whether that's a directive from the coach or the halves don't like him or is he on the back burner? Are they sold with Kinney at the back? Because for me, after that game, I'm like...
I love that we're asking these questions because is 49 minutes for Tino enough?
No.
Okay, so Cleese Haas 41 minutes through the middle. Are we happy with that?
41?
41.
I think with Cleese, I quite like him, yeah.
By 31?
Not enough.
Randall 44 at lock.
What's the point of having him there?
Moran 36 minutes. Trying to work out now where we said there's not enough.
I'm happy with Moran.
Go?
I'm happy with Moran. He could probably even do with a little bit less.
Okay, so we give more to Tino. We give Moran's minutes to Tino.
What about Mo? Did you have Mo there?
I didn't have Mo there. It wasn't many. I don't know. I liked Mo though, because Mo, there was talk in the week he was getting dropped for this game. Talk came up that he was gone for this one just to prove a point. But I think they would have said to him, nah, stay there. And I really liked his impact. I think he stood out a lot more. I've been a big fan of Mo Fotuaika for years.
Mo off the bench in Origin, I like.
He was very good.
Really like.
Even starting last year for Titans.
He
was very good.
Yep.
But he just fell off towards, I think it was the middle of the season. I just went towards Origin. I went, is he in the frame? And he didn't get in, did he?
Correct. Oh,
he may have got in.
He was in the squad, I think.
He wasn't the same.
I don't know. Their rotation of their middles is just...
I think I need Tino in there a lot longer. I know he becomes a liability at certain points because of the tiredness and what he's doing and how much.
He's your leader, bro. That's
he's
your club
leader.
captain.
I think I need him on there. Maybe 60.
It's like Penrith saying we're going to play Isaiah Yeo for less than 50.
Unless you're pumping him.
There's no world that you're going to do that, man.
Yeah.
Like, you need to win games, bro. You're going to come last. They didn't look like scoring a point unless it was through Jaden Campbell and Aramaho.
Aramaho. Absolute beast. nearly scored 3 tries in his first. We saw it in the first game.
Yep.
Fell short of the ball every time
Yep.
into 2 pivotal individual tries to win the game for the Titans. Support play and intent. This is why he won that second row spot, the
Yep.
starting second row spot. 11 runs for 166 meters, 2 line breaks, 7 tackle breaks, 33 tackles, and Alex Twal, only 1 missed.
Solid as.
David Fafita, who?
David who?
David Fafita, how?
Oh. Watch him come out this week and pump us
You reckon?
and remind everyone.
I'm not on David at the
Hasn't
moment.
had that breakout game yet, man.
You reckon he'll
I'm just
come out?
fucking scared.
You
Good
reckon?
Friday, bro. Trauma again.
Give us a bit more on Dragons. Give us anything on Dragons. Anything. It could be good and bad. It's very effing boring. I can see there.
Felt like, I felt like they were just very happy to go back and forth.
Okay.
I felt like they were like, you
Just
know
try and
what?
grind out
We're
the
just
2
going to
points.
grind this out. Titans will self-implode. We'll get him in the back end.
They
Guess
nearly,
what?
They nearly did, but
You did not.
the Titans finally come back and did
So
this.
boring.
Well, they should have beaten the Dolphins recently too, the Titans.
Yeah.
So they'd lost that game. I think Dragons would have looked at that and went, that's our game plan.
Yeah.
Flanagan going down, he's okay, cleared of
Any
neck
spinal
or spinal
injury,
injury.
yeah.
So he's good.
Apparently he was knocked out for like nearly 4 to 5 minutes.
He didn't look like he was moving at all. As soon as he got knocked, he was straight down.
You know how you know it's bad? When they start replaying the tries.
Yeah.
They don't show who's on the field, and I'm like, oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah, true.
It's like when
So
you remember
true.
Michael Cheekham, once he had a seizure on field,
I do.
and they didn't cut quick enough, and when we started to
saw him
see it, and I was
convulsing?
like, bro, that's
Yeah.
so confronting.
It is
So
confronting.
confronting. Best
Yeah.
wishes to Kyle. I hope you're all good, bro.
Yeah, they said he's going to work out how he's coming back, and how long it takes. But King Tonga, I think he's going to be a spot. Because Hayden Buchanan, left centre, I quite liked him. Thought he was okay. Nothing major, like nothing bad. But all they need is someone with intent. They need a hoe, a Rama hoe.
They do. They really do. I think that in defence, they came up past the ball a fair bit, which just allowed JC to put Arama through.
Yep.
Fatigue really set it in. I felt like they were quite desperate. You could see their desperation, but it just wasn't correlating in gameplay. You know what I mean?
Arama hoe. Just had it in my head how the commentator said it.
Thank you very
Arama.
much. Is that
We
are the
have to
commentators
keep-
correct?
I don't know. I'm trying to work it out. Every week we keep saying stuff and I'm trying to work it out. If it's Arama hoe, let me know.
Yeah. We need voice messages, please, if you can.
That'd be great. From Arama himself.
I think the
back to the
problem
Dragons.
with the Dragons is
Yeah.
neither of their halves can engage any defenders. And Atkinson, I don't know if you know, but if you pass the ball 10 metres before the line, you're not going to engage anyone. For me, this week, gone. I wouldn't play him.
Can you go Atkinson 6 and bring in a 7?
Who did that?
Cade Reed?
Cade Reed.
Bit of Joey Walsh about it?
I'm serious.
Sack the coach and bring in the kid?
Yes.
No, you can't do that.
You can.
You can't.
Why can't you?
Well, they've got...
Like, how much worse are you going to go?
Oh, they've got the Cowboys this week. It's not a bad opportunity to give him against
Bro, they have...
Thomas McKaylee to run over him.
Doesn't matter. I think you need to get him in there, bro. And again, their biggest weapons are their edges, right? No Moses Sully in this game. I don't know why.
We're being hypercritical. How many games have they had? They've had probably 3 trials, 2 maybe together. Atkinson, did he even play a trial? Maybe 1?
Yeah, I think he did.
Maybe 1 or 2?
He would have.
Into 4 rounds. We've
sorry,
got to
man.
give him to at least round 10. Atkinson isn't a starting 7 by trade, so he needs to work. You saw Cooper Cronk, Darren Lockyer change positions. Cooper Cronk, when he came in, wasn't that player.
Yeah,
he wasn't
but
that
it's
guy.
very Galvin. It's just not. It's
So what is he then? Because I don't think he's good at... So you just go, well, it's the perfect time to put him to 6 and go, oh, blame Kyle. Kyle's out. We don't want King Tonga there. Atkinson, sorry, bro, you're going to have to play 6.
Bring in Cade Reed. I think you do it.
There's got to be someone else. There's got to be someone just a calm head, because Atkinson can be the running 6. He can be a ball player from 6 and just have fun.
It looks like he's just got so much responsibility. I think he's like, I don't know whether he's overthinking anything or underthinking. It just does. When I look at him on the field, I'm like, he's just thinking, I just need to kick this ball right now and I need to get the ball out. There's not like, you're more than that, bro. Like, you're the spark in that team. Gutho's a bit past it. He's a bit slower this year. He's not icing those 3-on-2s. You don't have as much speed. Like,
Gutho 6.
think about what you need to do.
Bring in a fullback. Gutho 6. Bring in David Farley at fullback.
Or do you just play Sloan?
Why not?
You need to try
You've
something.
got to do something. Go
Something
Sloan
has
fullback.
to shake
Gutho
up.
6, Atkinson 7. Or
Then
Gutho
again,
7.
they also didn't have either of the Cashman brothers. They're also waiting
That's
on
big. See, that's big. Dylan Egan.
no Sully.
Hamish Stewart, a lot of effort.
Yeah, I
a lot
like
of
Hamish
effort.
Stewart.
If you get Hamish Stewart with a Dylan Egan, with
Yeah.
the Couchman boys, there's a team. There's the Marvel boys.
Yeah.
That's the rolling they need. And I think they're waiting for those. But with a Cade Reed with another year, next year will be different.
I think you just play him, man. Just play him this week.
It's very Joey Walsh, man. We
Just
can't be
play
doing
him, bro.
Adrian.
No,
Come
no,
on.
just play him. Seibold's sacked after 3 rounds. You can sack a
They
fucking...
will not sack Shane Flanagan. He's
No.
way too good of a coach.
No. I'm not saying...
You're saying
I'm
get
saying just
him
make
out there.
changes.
Okay.
Please make changes.
Well, they need to. Kyle's out. So this is the time to do it.
Tongi's
It's a
gonna get
scapegoat.
torn up in defence. Drinky's going to have a fucking field day. Who's there? He and Lukey. Oh, my God.
Trade out. All right. Tips and predictions. Round 5, Easter long weekend. Thursday, 8 p.m. Dolphins v Manly Sea Eagles.
I will preface my tips this week with they are subject to change.
Adrian is
They-
a soft penis because he changes and he doesn't have a backbone. It's maybe because his sciatica's hurt. You can't change the tip once you say it on here. Actually, reach out. If you are happy for us to put out our tips video that we spend a lot of our hard-earned time on and stick by our word, do you care if we change? If you say no, I'll put my hand up and I don't care. I'll do the tips video. I don't care. And we'll
We-
still upload it.
we
I went by
sit-
my tips where I knew Roosters would win and I still went for Manly because I chose them on this podcast.
We sit here on a Monday, one day after the round has finished.
I don't care.
They're clipped up by Tuesday night. You're putting the final touches by Wednesday. They're posted.
If you see Cleary out, I understand.
We
if
haven't
you don't
seen
see
teams-
that.
When I saw Moses Sully out, Buchanan in, no, and then no Couchmans, I said to myself, I think the Titans will win. That is the only one that I changed.
I reckon.
And I
agree. You
changed
did.
it.
I know you
And
did.
I changed it Sunday afternoon.
I reckon that why don't we in the future then do the tips later? Do it on Tuesday.
We
Be
could
annoying.
do it. It'd be really annoying. But then
Easier to clip up. To be
realistically, it's just one video.
honest. Yeah, true, and it's already done anyway. It'll
Yeah,
be
maybe
short
that. You know
anyway.
what? There's a bit of
We might be in there. So then, but then do we stick by it?
from Tuesday over. No, I'm not. I'm still changing if I change my mind. I don't
But
care.
then I'm not going to do it then.
I don't care what you say. I actually don't care what you say. While you're here, speaking
Soft.
about tipping, we haven't promoted this in a little bit.
Okay.
We have a free tipping competition.
We do.
You shall win a SuperCoach tipping ring,
Yes.
similar to that SuperCoach one there. League code, it's in the SuperCoach tipping app. You need to go in and join the league. The league code is 302773. That is 302773.
SC Tips. It's the app you download.
So it's pretty friggin'
Very
easy.
simple. Yeah.
It's pretty easy to beat us as well.
I'm in. Yeah.
Pretty
I got
easy to
2
beat
last
us.
week.
So let's roll on.
Oh, well, we didn't give our tip here, so I'll go back again. Tips and predictions, round 5, Easter long weekend, Thursday, 8 p.m, Dolphins v Manly Sea Eagles. I'm going Dolphins 1-12.
Tough to pick Manly this week. Dolphins 1-12.
Good Friday, 4:05, South Sydney Rabbitohs v Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. I'm on ya. Doggies 1-12.
I really hope that we bounce back from last week because that was a disappointment. Again, Bulldogs 1-12.
Good Friday, 8 p.m, Penrith Panthers, Melbourne Storm. Penrith 1-12.
I want to say Penrith 13 plus, but my mind says Storm have lost 2 in a row. They're going to put up a good fight. I'll go Penrith 1-12.
Saturday, 5:30, St. George Illawarra Dragons, North Queensland Cowboys.
Cowboys 13 plus. Cowboys 18 plus. Cowboys 22 plus.
Nah, Cowboys 1-12. Saturday, 7:35, Gold Coast Titans, Brisbane Broncos. Broncos 13 plus.
Did you say Broncos 30 plus? I'll take
13's enough for me.
I'll take Broncos 13 plus. Thank you.
Sunday, Easter Sunday, 2 p.m, Cronulla Sharks, New Zealand Warriors.
Game of the round?
Could be game of the round. It depends what Warriors turn up. But looking at my tip here, I might change it. I have down Warriors 1-12. Sharks 1-12.
I think I'll stay. I'll stay with my tip because I'm loyal and I do that.
Yeah, sure.
Genuinely, I think Warriors bounce back. Warriors 1-12.
Yeah, just looking at it now is why I said Sharks.
It's tough, eh? That's a
That
that is the toughest one to pick the whole
depends who
weekend, I
turns
think.
up. It's going to be forward. It's going to be bench forward pack versus bench forward pack. And I think whatever halves stand up, and I think the halves, Cronulla will be coming on with a lot more positivity than
I think
Warriors.
that'll be dictated by the first 20 minutes. You win that first 20 minutes because I don't think the Warriors will let up after that 20.
Sunday, 4:05, Newcastle Knights, Canberra Raiders. Raiders, 13+.
Tough one.
I think they consolidate this win. I think they can do it.
Raiders have looked good, so I think I'll go give them the benefit of the doubt and go Raiders 1-12.
Yeah, I think Raiders by 14. It's not going to be like 40+.
Okay.
Monday, 4:05, Parramatta Eels, West Tigers. Tigers 1-12.
I'm going to go the Tigers 13+.
I like that. Very good.
I think they'll score points.
Also, next week, we will be uploading the episode possibly Sunday night or Monday morning. Yes, there's an Easter Monday game, but I have my anniversary with my lovely wife next week and I'm going away. So the episode will be uploaded possibly Monday morning and we will talk about the Parramatta Eels West Tigers game the next week, briefly. We'll just run through it briefly and we'll have 9 games to talk about.
Sounds good.
It'll be fine. It won't be too difficult. Because you'll know, we might even put up a story each as well. We'll give you extra content to listen to. But for now, I am getting hungry.
I'm starving.
Can't wait to have this pie.
Let's go.
Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube and leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
No less.
Please remember to leave a comment as well. You will be featured on next week's episode. Don't bring up anything about Para or West Tigers because it won't be on next week's one. But it'll be on the week after.
Or you can. And
you'll
maybe
be included after.
If I have some time on Monday, I'll reply to you.
And if you know why any of the teams are doing average or what the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs need to do, please leave a comment in there.
Help
us out.
Help. Please. Please.
Adrian, have a very successful week into the long weekend.
You too, my brother.
Love you, mate.
Love you. Bye.